on the Hawkeye Sports Network from Learfield. This is Hawkeye Baseball. Iowa Hawkeye Baseball is brought to you by Bud Light, proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Iowa Corn. You might think Iowa just grows corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. Brought to you by Iowa's corn farmers of the Iowa Corn Growers Association and the Iowa Corn Promotion Board. Also brought to you by Oak Knoll Retirement Community and by University of Iowa Healthcare. Changing medicine, changing lives. Hawkeye Baseball is on the air.
From the campus of Florida Atlantic University, it's time for Iowa Hawkeye Baseball. Live from the FAU Baseball Stadium in beautiful Boca Raton, Florida. It's Game 2 of the series between the FAU Owls and the Iowa Hawkeyes. Good afternoon and welcome to the broadcast booth outside of the press box. I'm the voice of Iowa Baseball, John Leo. Opportunity for Iowa to clinch the series this afternoon after beating the Owls in the opener last night 7-2. A win that was set up by a real nice start from Tyler Guerin, who dealt 5 innings and surrendered only 1 run on 4 hits. He ended up getting the win, and Iowa's bullpen was used lightly as Justin Hackett and Joe Husak were efficient in closing down the game out of the bullpen. Iowa's offense was persistent, racking up 11 hits and applying constant pressure on the FAU pitching staff that threw out several arms in yesterday's game. Today, Logan Rundy gets the nod on the mound, and he'll face off against a shuffled, ruffled-up FAU lineup that's going to throw a different look at the Hawkeyes today. Right-handed pitcher Tyler Murphy will go for the Owls. It's a chance for Iowa to win the weekend on a gorgeous Saturday in South Florida. It's the Owls and the Hawkeyes. Florida Atlantic and Iowa, live from FAU Baseball Stadium with first pitch coming up in just about 20 minutes. Our pregame coverage will roll on right after this. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
At Mid-American Energy, our 1.6 million customers depend on our energy 24/7. That's why we work 24/7 to deliver the safe, reliable energy you need. To keep our 99.9% reliability record, we're enhancing our technology, improving resiliency, and investing in critical infrastructure. We're generating power from all available resources to cover any increases in demand. And we're innovating to ensure you always have the energy you need. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Cancer doesn't care. It doesn't care what you look like, how old you are, what you do, or where you live. We do. University of Iowa Healthcare is doing more to beat cancer than anyone in the state. From second opinions to life-saving treatments that happen here first. We lead the way in research, training, and care because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
Hawkeye Nation, the wait is over. Carver Hawkeye Arena is calling, and the Iowa men's basketball team is ready to light it up under new head coach Ben McCullum. It's his first year at the helm, and the Hawks are ready to fly with high-octane style of play that will leave you on the edge of your seat. Single game tickets are on sale now. Secure your seat, bring the energy, and help give the Hawks the home court advantage. Head to HawkeyeSports.com and grab your tickets today. Let's pack Carver and make this season one to remember. Go Hawks!
You asked for all the extreme internet performance at an all-in price, and we listened. Get 1 gig internet with a 2-year price lock and everything included. Unlimited data for non-stop streaming, powerful Wi-Fi for enhanced coverage, built-in online threat protection, and internet equipment. All for just $65 a month for 2 years. It's the extreme 1 gig internet deal you asked for. Call 844-4FASTER or visit extreme.com for details. Offer available to new customers only. Price doesn't include one-time charges, tax, and government fees.
Welcome back to FAU Baseball Stadium. Pregame coverage continuing on the Hawkeye Radio Network. Iowa and Florida Atlantic. Game 2 coming up in just a few minutes. Iowa won the opener last night 7-2 over the Owls. A leadoff home run from Gable Mitchell, who had buried himself down in an 0-2 count, fought off a couple pitches and then yanked one down the right field line to get the scoring started right away for Iowa. The Hawkeyes tacked on a couple more runs in the third on a 2 RBI single from Caleb Wolf. After the Owls got on the board in the fifth in a 3-1 game, Iowa padded the lead with 3 more runs in the seventh, courtesy of base hits from Cooper Schulte and Kellen Strohmeyer, both of those coming with 2 outs and bringing in some runs. Another run came in the eighth. Florida Atlantic added one in the ninth, and Iowa won it 7-2. 11 hits for Iowa yesterday, just 1 error defensively. 10 left on base for the Hawkeye offense, which maybe stuck in the craw of hitting coach and associate head coach Marty Sutherland, but largely pleased with yesterday's effort to get off to a really good start in a weekend series. Always so important to win that Friday game because it pulls the pressure in opposite directions. Iowa will play with urgency today, but maybe a little less pressure having a win already in the bank, where Florida Atlantic on the flip side, the pressure cranks up for them to win today's game to avoid losing the series a day early. So that's where the stakes are at today, Iowa and Florida Atlantic. It is much warmer today, and it'll be even hotter tomorrow. This is a late afternoon game. We'll get underway at about 4 o'clock local time. The sun shining brightly. There is a little breeze, but for the most part, very warm and humid, much different than what is going on back in Iowa. Last night was great. The sun set pretty much by the second inning, and we played under cool temperatures and under a night sky. Great night for baseball. Today, a little bit warmer, and then tomorrow even more so as we play at 10 o'clock Central Time. Tomorrow highs are supposed to be upper 80s. We're going to have to dodge some rain, it might sound like tomorrow, which is never good news on getaway day. So that makes this game even more crucial for the Hawkeyes to come out and take care of business over the Owls today. Logan Rundy gets the start. We will look at his statistics and introduce him when we come back from this break. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 58 years. Oak Knoll is located near the University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We are a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
Hawkeye Nation, here's something big. U.S. Cellular is now part of T-Mobile. That means Iowa fans are now on America's largest 5G network, bringing even more strength and coverage to every game day and every day. As the official wireless partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes, we're proud to power every call, every post, every celebration. U.S. Cellular and T-Mobile, better together.
The silly moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. They're what make life remarkable. And they're why Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for every moment. Committed to making healthcare better, more affordable, with more choices for care. And service and coverage that give you peace of mind no matter what comes your way. So you can show up for every tender moment, every brave moment, and every wouldn't miss it for the world moment, knowing that Blue is here for you. Go to wellmark.com/every moment to find a plan right for you.
Go for the big Honda savings. Save thousands on the new Honda today with 0.99% financing. Go for the selection and inventory. Honda cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs are on sale. Get as low as 0.99% APR on a new 2025 Ridgeline. Go for the most car and driver 10 best awards with 98 trophies. Search your local Honda dealer today. See dealer for financing details. Financing on credit approval offer ends 3/2/26.
Logan Rundy will get the start for Iowa on the mound today, and he's got some experience against Florida Atlantic after spending a couple of seasons at FIU. So Rundy has pitched here one time. He has 2 appearances against FAU. Both actually ended up being losses for Logan, so he'll look to turn that around today as he gets the start. He's Iowa's veteran starting pitcher, with Guerin being a sophomore and Nick Terhar, who will go tomorrow, being a true freshman. Rundy, senior, and he's the steady arm that Iowa turns to from its starting rotation. Was very good last weekend against Air Force. Made his first start as a Hawkeye, went 5 1/3, gave up 7 hits, 2 runs. He struck out 6, didn't walk anybody, hit a couple batters, hit 3 in fact, and gave up a double. Air Force picked up a few hits. They hit 304 against him, but for the most part, Rundy, strike thrower and a contact pitcher, which with Iowa's defense behind him, being one of the best in the Big Ten and aiming to be one of the maybe in the top 25 or so in the country, that's going to be the key for Iowa this season, especially for the pitchers to have the confidence to throw strikes and trust the defense that's set up behind the pitching staff. Last year, Rundy took the loss against FAU. It was a home game for FIU, and Rundy pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs on 7 hits. Didn't get much run support in either appearance against the Owls. So that was last year. And the year prior, he pitched against FAU here in Boca Raton, went 4 innings, giving up just 1 earned run, and he still took the loss. And so Logan will aim to turn things around and pick up a win, or at least another good start against FAU. It's not like he's been lit up by Florida Atlantic, just on the wrong end of a matchup between FAU and FIU. Iowa's lineup looks similar, but the Hawkeyes making a couple changes as Joey Narrett will take the day off from playing left field. He'll be the DH. Matt Delgado will catch. Jalen Ziegler will be inserted into the lineup. He will play left field and give Narrett the defensive day off. But got to have Joe's bat in the lineup. Joe's been off to a good start for us this year, and so he'll be the DH today. Top half of the order looks pretty much the same. We'll formally introduce that in a bit. But it'll be a much different look for FAU. They are giving Marshall Lipsy, one of their stars, a breather today, and he will not be in the lineup. A lot of the same names, but just shuffled around. And so we'll see how Rundy approaches them. They've got 4 left-handers in the lineup today. 3 lefties and a switch hitter, Nick Romano, who will still be in the lineup. But they're going to go with quite a few right-handers to face Rundy today. Iowa and Florida Atlantic, Game 2 of the series coming up in just a few minutes. We're waiting for the head coaches meeting around home plate. That'll be coming up shortly. We're back in a moment. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Despite the unshakable Iowa-Corn Cy-Hawk rivalry, there is one thing Iowa State and University of Iowa fans can both agree on: getting hyped for Unleaded 88. It's cleaner burning and better for your engine, and it's cheaper than other fuel options, making Unleaded 88 the clear fuel choice. If Iowa Corn Cy-Hawk rivals can agree on it, you know it's worth the hype. So pump it up with Unleaded 88, grown by Iowa corn farmers.
If you love great Hawkeye stories, don't miss the Fight for Iowa podcast with Gary Dolphin. Each week, Dolph brings you in-depth conversations with the athletes, coaches, and community members who define the Hawkeye spirit. From big moments to personal journeys, it's the stories that make Iowa special. Catch new episodes every week. Search Fight for Iowa wherever you get your podcasts.
Early scoreboard update brought to you by Community Choice Credit Union. High fees, unfair charges, no early paydays, no bank you. Become an unbanker instead at Community Choice. As we look around the Big Ten today, a few scores to report that have gone final. Richmond blanked Penn State 3-0 to even up that series. Penn State has fallen to 2-3 early going this season. They've been a hot and cold team. We were out there in Phoenix with them last weekend. Saw some interesting scores with Penn State. We'll get a look at the Nittany Lions right away to kick off Big Ten play in March. So we're keeping a very close eye on Penn State. We'll go out there and play them in Happy Valley. Richmond beats them today 3-0. Michigan, another big win for the Wolverines, this time over 11th ranked Louisville 8-5. The schools from Michigan are giving Louisville a heck of a time. Michigan State won the season opening series over the Cardinals in Louisville last weekend. Took 2 of 3 from the Cards, and now Michigan gets them at Globe Life Field in Arlington, 8-5. The Wolverines over the Cardinals. VCU got by Illinois 3-2 today. That was in Conway, South Carolina. Games that are going on right now. Northwestern just walked off Cornell 6-5 in 11 innings. Baylor all over Purdue 5-0 in the 6th. Maryland lost a late lead to Louisiana yesterday. They are scoreless with the Ragin' Cajuns in the 4th inning. Michigan State playing at third-ranked Texas, 1-1 in the 4th. Texas won yesterday's game. Rutgers jumped on top of Virginia Tech and didn't look back yesterday, beating the Hokies and improving to 4-1. They've got a good game going on right now in Blacksburg. It's 2-2 in the 3rd between Rutgers and Virginia Tech. Oregon hosting Youngstown State. The Ducks undefeated, ranked 23rd. They are 6-0, and they lead Youngstown State on top of the Penguins 3-0. Later on today, Illinois and Coastal Carolina. That's in Conway. Coastal Carolina must be hosting a tournament. The Chanticleers ranked 7th in the country. UCF and Indiana will play in Jacksonville. Indiana, you look at their record, they're 1-4, but they've played very good competition. A 3-game set at North Carolina, and then lost yesterday to LSU. So UCF and Indiana playing in Jacksonville. Boston College and Northwestern coming up in just a few minutes, although that game probably going to go a little bit later now that Northwestern went into extras with Cornell and just got done. So they'll push that game back a bit against Boston College. TCU and UCLA are playing a series. UCLA put it on TCU last night in L.A., and they'll play a little bit later on today. Ohio State out to a 4-1 start. They'll play Louisiana Tech, who is 5-1. That game being played in Memphis. Washington picked up its first win of the season last night, beating Loyola Marymount. And so the Huskies will play them again today in L.A. Minnesota plays Northeastern in Fort Myers. The Golden Gophers 3-1, and Northeastern looking for its first win. Iowa beat them earlier this season. Rice and USC in L.A. later on tonight, and Nebraska and K-State in an old Big 12 matchup. That being played in Arlington, Texas at Globe Life Field. It's our quick pregame look around the league, brought to you by Community Choice Credit Union. Light crowd on hand in terms of FAU fans. There are a ton of Iowa fans filing in over to the left side of today's stands. We get set for today's starting lineups. We'll take a break. We'll be right back with those starting lineups when we return. It's Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
You power your day with passion and purpose. It's the same for Alliant Energy. We're modernizing the grid, blending new, renewable, and traditional energy sources to meet growing demand safely and reliably. We're rising to the challenge to meet your energy needs today and for generations to come. Visit AlliantEnergy.com/poweringbeyond to learn more.
Hawk fans, be sure to visit and connect with the official Des Moines local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes, Aplos, and Community Choice Credit Union. Do you smell that? No, it's not just toast. That's the smell of your car payment becoming toast. Move your car loan to Community Choice and toast those payments for 99 days. Get started at unbankyourride.com. Loan subject to credit approval and analysis.
John Leo with you from FAU Baseball Stadium in Boca Raton, Florida. We're getting set for Game 2 of the series between the Hawkeyes and the Owls. Iowa can win the series a day early if the Hawkeyes can take care of business against FAU today. Iowa 4-1 after dropping the opener of the 2026 season. Iowa's rattled off 4 wins in a row, playing pretty good baseball, especially on offense. Looked a lot better on the mound yesterday as well against the Owls, holding them to just 2 runs. FAU 2-3 on the season. Both teams are out in front of their dugouts, and we will tune in for today's national anthem as we get ready for today's game. All right, time for today's starting lineups. Yesterday they cranked the anthem when they played it. They played a little quiet today. But getting ready for today's game, Iowa and Florida Atlantic. Top half of the order looks pretty good, pretty similar for the Hawkeyes today with Gable Mitchell, Caleb Wolf, and Miles Risley, the first three Hawkeyes to the dish. And with the way that those three have been swinging it, no reason to change it as that trio will come to the plate. Kellen Strohmeyer moves up a spot. He'll bat cleanup for Iowa today and play right field. Cooper Schulte's the shortstop. He'll bat fifth. Joey Narrett's the DH, batting sixth, and then 7, 8, 9. Ben Swales into the starting lineup today. He will start at third and bat seventh. Matt Delgado is the catcher, batting eighth, and Jalen Ziegler into the lineup, playing left field and batting ninth. The pitcher for Florida Atlantic is a right-hander, Tyler Murphy, right-handed senior from Palm City, Florida. And Murphy will go for the Owls, an 0-1 record after losing to Notre Dame on opening weekend. Only made it through 3 innings, 4 hits, 5 runs, 4 of which were earned. 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. He allowed a double. He hit 3 batters. So kind of all over the place from Murphy this season. But he can really pump the fastball, mid-90s. Slider and change he'll mix in the low 80s as well, as Murphy's throwing his warm-up pitches. Heavy starter last year, similar to Littman, who we saw last night. 13 starts, had a 5.57 ERA and 63 innings pitched. Struck out 50 batters in those 63 innings and walked 22. Gave up some damage, 11 doubles and 7 home runs. So Iowa feels like with its approach could be geared up for a good performance again. Iowa has had double-digit hits in all 5 games this season, and we're getting ready to roll. First pitch to Gable Mitchell is high and out for ball 1. Mitchell hit a leadoff home run yesterday, batting an even .500, 9 for 18 on the season, 2 doubles and a home run, 6 runs batted in. Standing in from the left side, Iowa's starting second baseman. The 1-0 pitch, Gable skies in the air to left field. Peraza camped underneath it already, and he makes the catch for out number 1. Gable's retired. Gable reached base all 5 times yesterday. 2 doubles, the home run, reached on an error and a walk as well. So that's the first time that FAU's been able to get him out this weekend. Here's Caleb Wolf standing in from the left side. He takes fastball at the knees for a strike. Home plate umpire is Brandon Henson this afternoon. Mark Stewart's at first, Connor Hoagland over at third, working with a 3-man crew this weekend. Wolf takes another strike. It's down the heart of the plate, 0-2. Murphy working quickly, and out of the windup, the right-hander kicks and fires the 0-2, and Wolf lines foul over to the left. Murphy stands on the first base side of the rubber. And as he addresses the rubber, he is facing third base. Brings the glove up to his eye level, begins his windup and pitches the 0-2 that Wolf slaps straight back for another foul ball. Not as big of a shift on for Wolf as the Owls had for Mitchell. The 0-2, Caleb reaches down to get it and scooped it foul over to the left. Iowa beat Florida Atlantic yesterday 7-2. Wolf sends a chopper up the middle. The shortstop LaRue's got it, and he throws on the run to retire Wolf. Had a relatively quick game yesterday. It was cleanly played, typically what you'd expect on a Friday night. Got back to the hotel, got some rest, and a 4 o'clock local start today. And tomorrow, very quick turnaround. First pitch at 11 o'clock Eastern. Miles Risley, the batter. He's seen a couple pitches, one for a ball, one for a strike. Risley, the mainstay in the Iowa outfield. Quarterback out there, the center fielder. Pulls the 1-1 pitch foul to the left. It's 1-2. Miles was 1 for 4 yesterday with a run scored, was hit by a pitch, had a couple of strikeouts mixed in. Here comes the 1-2 from Murphy, and Risley takes strike 3. That pitch was off the plate outside, but an expanded zone gets Risley looking. All right, the Hawkeyes go down in order in the first, and Logan Rundy is on his way to the mound to pitch for the Hawkeyes. We're back for the bottom of the first inning. No score between FAU and Iowa. Back in a moment. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 58 years. Oak Knoll is located near the University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We are a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
Save time when you shop online with Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee makes it easy to order groceries online through our app or Hy-Vee.com. Pickup is always free. And if you have a Perks Plus membership, you get free delivery and free express pickup. Shop online with Hy-Vee and you can create and save grocery lists, shop the sales, and get fuel savers. Talk about convenience. Order groceries online today. Check out Hy-Vee.com or download the Hy-Vee app.
John Leo with you from the broadcast booth at FAU Baseball Stadium. No score as we head to the bottom of the first, and the Owls coming to the plate with this lineup today. A couple of changes for FAU. Brett Patton will move up and lead things off for the Owls. He's the right fielder. TJ Gramisty's the catcher. He'll bat second. Nick Romano at third base. Switch hitter will bat third. Middle of the order, Brando LaRue is the shortstop in the cleanup position this afternoon. Michael Peraza in left field will bat fifth. Patrick Ward is the first baseman, and he'll bat sixth. 7, 8, 9, Xavier Maranta, the DH. John Martinez, the second baseman, and Kyle Boylston, the center fielder. Defensively for Iowa, left to right on the infield, Ben Swales at third, Cooper Schulte at short, Gable Mitchell at second base, Caleb Wolf at first. In the outfield, left to right, Jalen Ziegler, Miles Risley, Kellen Strohmeyer. And behind the dish, doing the catching, is Matt Delgado back in the starting lineup, and he will receive from Logan Rundy, the right-handed grad senior, who drops in a strike with a spinner to Brett Patton to begin his outing. Logan from Piasta, the Dubuque area. Patton sends a high fly ball to center, and Risley had plenty of time to camp underneath of it. And he makes the play for out number one. Patton was good yesterday for FAU. Important to keep him off the base paths. And here's TJ Gramisty, the catcher. Didn't see him yesterday. With Collier yesterday, first pitch strike from Rundy. He deals the fastball, bottom of the zone. Rundy 6 feet 1 inch. Played at Dubuque Hempstead. Began his collegiate career at Iowa Western, then Kirkwood, and then FIU for a couple years. So he's used to this nice warm Florida weather. And he's worked ahead on Gramisty, 0-2. Deep breath from Logan, the right-hander with a long pause now. Winds and fires the 0-2. Swing and a miss. He threw it by him, and Gramisty down on strikes. 92 with a firm fastball from Logan. Rundy went 5 innings against the Air Force Academy last Saturday, gave up 7 hits, 2 runs. Didn't walk anybody, struck out 6. It was a very steady force on the mound. First pitch, high and away, didn't get the call. As Romano is in the box, switch hitter. He'll go from the left side. He plays third base for the Owls. Right-handed arm, left-handed stick. Here comes the 1-0. That's off the plate away with the change. 2-0. Rundy's got a 5-pitch mix. We see a lot of the fastball and change, though. 2-0. Slipped out of the hand and missed outside, ball 3. Does have both a curveball and a slider. Romano up ahead here, 3-0. And Logan deals a strike at the knees. Rundy trying to match Murphy with a 1-2-3 inning and make this a very quick first. A little bit of work to do here. 3-1 on Romano. Here's the pitch from Rundy. Ground ball right side. Gable's got it off the grass. He steps, he throws for the 3rd out, and it's a 1-2-3 inning as Rundy jogs off the mound. A very nice start for Logan. We'll move quickly on to the 2nd. No score between Iowa and FAU. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hey Hawks, this is Coach Ben McCullum inviting you to join me for Hawk Talk live from the Watermill Kitchen and Bar inside the Hyatt Regency. We'll talk Hawkeye hoops, answer any of your questions, and get a behind-the-scenes look at Iowa men's basketball. If you can't make it there, check out the full schedule at HawkeyeSports.com to listen. Go Hawks.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Iowa. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Kellen Strohmeyer leads off the 2nd inning for the Hawkeyes. No score between Iowa and FAU. Very quick first inning. Tyler Murphy back to the mound. He only threw 12 pitches in the first. Strohmeyer swings at the first one that he sees, pops it up down the left field line. Third baseman giving chase. He overran it in foul ground. And the ball lands in the grass, foul. Not much wind to speak of. We feel a nice breeze up here underneath the media tent just outside of the press box. But for the players on the field, there's a flag in center, the United States of America flag, that is hanging limp on the pole out there. Much warmer day today, muggier as well. Humidity, can feel it a lot more than we did yesterday. 0-1's count on Strohmeyer. Next pitch, Kellen lines it sharply foul over to the left. Kellen moving up a spot, left-handed hitter batting .421, had a big hit yesterday. Brought in a couple of runs with a 2-out, 2 RBI single in the 7th. Here comes the 1-2 to Strohmeyer. That's high. Count even at 2 now. Righty on lefty. Strohmeyer sends a ball on the ground through into left field for a base hit. Right in between short and third. Neither LaRue nor Romano had a play on it. And Strohmeyer is on with the leadoff single. First base run of the game for either team. And here's Cooper Schulte. He and Strohmeyer just flip-flop in the order. And Cooper takes a first pitch slider for a strike on the outer third. Murphy's been in the zone. It's been a decent start for him through a handful of batters. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss by Schulte. Located the slider well, bottom of the zone. That's back-to-back off speed. Teams must have that scout on Cooper to throw him the spin. We did see him get a hold of one yesterday and drive one into the gap in left center. He can barrel it up. Pickoff move over to first, and Strohmeyer was leaning, but the throw over was wide of the bag. If it was on the money like Littman's pickoff moves yesterday, Kellen might have been in trouble there. So he gets back, counts 0-2, and he'll try and move over to first again. That's a balk. Yes. Murphy balks, and so Strohmeyer takes second. Looked a little funky. Kellen in scoring position with nobody out. Cooper's down in the count here, though. 0-2. The pitch. That's a foul ball, straight off the catcher. Back to the off speed again. Murphy's done a nice job throwing that at the bottom of the zone. Kellen's got a great lead at second. Murphy set from the belt, the 0-2. Swing and a miss. He got Schulte to chase. He didn't throw anything other than a slider, and that one was not a strike, but Cooper went after it. One away now for Joey Narrett. Narrett stands in from the left side. Getting the day off defensively, but got to have his bat in the lineup. First pitch to Narrett. Scooped under it and hit it in the air foul. The Hawkeyes have hit quite a few foul balls in the air over to the left. Just getting under the ball. Pitched by Murphy. Strohmeyer still out there at second base. No score, top of the second. Counts 0-1 on Narrett. The pitch. Lined into left center field. That ball is down. It splits the defenders and gets all the way to the wall. Strohmeyer can jog in from second. Joey Narrett gives Iowa the lead, cranking a one-out double to the left center wall, and it's 1-0. Very smooth and strong swing from Narrett. Just flipped it out into left center, and he trades places with Strohmeyer, and Iowa remains in business. 1-0 with the lead. Here comes Ben Swales. Righty on righty matchup. First pitch to Ben is a breaker for a strike at the knees. Swales and Frost sort of going back and forth at third base. The pitch is up and in. It bends Swales back in the box, 1-1. Frost got the start yesterday. Swales gets it today. One pitch. Swales bunting, foul to the left side. Iowa did a nice job with their short game yesterday. Proved to be effective against the Owls. And Swales with plenty of speed. Good idea there. Bunt for a hit, but couldn't quite execute it. Now it's 1-2. Murphy's pitch. Swung on and missed. It's a good slider from Murphy. He's been throwing it low and away to the right-handed hitting Hawkeyes. And he got swales there. 2 outs for Matt Delgado. Narrett still out there at second base. First pitch to Matt. That's outside for a ball. Delgado, a grad senior catcher from Monrovia, California. He sends one on the ground to short. LaRue's got it. He rises and fires over to first. It's a bad throw, and it gets by the first baseman. Narrett will score all the way from second, and Delgado himself will wind up at second. That will be an E6. Poor throw from the shortstop. And Ward, the first baseman, could not pick it out of the dirt. It's 2-0 Hawks. LaRue had plenty of time to make a good throw. Delgado was getting down the line, but it was in the dirt and it got by Ward. So Delgado's at second. Ziegler, the batter. He's the 9-hitter for the Hawks, standing in from the right side. 0-1 pitch to Jay-Z. That's a called strike on the outer third. 0-2. Murphy quickly ahead of Jalen. Ziegler, a redshirt junior from Urbandale. Spent a little bit of time at DMAC. No balls and 2 strikes a pitch. Swung on and missed. Back to the slider. I don't know if Murphy should throw any other pitch besides the slider. He had 3 strikeouts in the inning. He decided he'd just do it himself after his defense had failed him behind him. All right, 2 runs across for the Hawks. It's 2-0 Iowa. We're on to the bottom of the second. After this is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Hey, it's Coach Jan Jensen. Join me for Hawk Talk on the Hawkeye Radio Network weekly, live at the Watermill Kitchen and Bar at the Iowa River Landing. Check the full schedule at HawkeyeSports.com. Go Hawks!
You power your day with passion and purpose. It's the same for Alliant Energy. We're modernizing the grid, blending new, renewable, and traditional energy sources to meet growing demand safely and reliably. We're rising to the challenge to meet your energy needs today and for generations to come. Visit AlliantEnergy.com/poweringbeyond to learn more.
Hey Hawks, it's Coach Ben McCullum. Join me for Hawk Talk on the Hawkeye Radio Network, weekly at the Watermill Kitchen and Bar. Check out the full schedule at HawkeyeSports.com. Go Hawks!
Logan Rundy gets the opportunity to pitch with the lead early on today. It's 2-0 Iowa, bottom of the second. 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Owls. LaRue, Peraza, and Ward. Iowa with a couple of hits in that second inning, but aided greatly by a throwing error by the shortstop of the Owls. Joey Narrett with an RBI double. And then Delgado reached on the error. 2-0 Iowa, bottom 2. And Logan Rundy ready to pitch for the black and gold. Iowa wearing their black tops today in the warm Florida sun. Gold lettering across the chest, spelling out Iowa with the gold number on the front left hip. Rundy ready to pitch to LaRue, and he pulls one down the line and foul. Gold numbers square in the back of the uniform with the last name spelled out in gold above that. Gray baseball pants for Iowa today, gold cleats. Gold caps in the field with the black bill, black block I on the front panel. Count is 0-1. Here's the next pitch from Rundy. It's waved at and missed. Good slider from Logan. FAU with navy blue tops, white print, spelling out Florida Atlantic in stacked lettering, as Rundy strikes out LaRue for the first out of the bottom of the second. The Owls have white baseball pants And they wear blue caps in the field with a red bill. One away for Michael Peraza, the left fielder. And he'll stand in from the left side. Iowa shifts on the infield. Swales on an island in the 5.5 hole, in between short and third. First pitch from Rundy's lined right to him. Swales makes the catch. The shift was perfect. That's a base hit without a shift. Tip of the cap to the defensive alignment. Two outs for Patrick Ward. Iowa shifts now to the other side, where Wolf is alone on the right side of the infield. Gable Mitchell behind the bag at second. Schulte pretty much where he normally plays, and Ben Swales hugging the line at third. Iowa's outfield playing straight up against Ward, the right-handed hitter. Senior first baseman batting .278, 5 of 18 on the early season. Rundy's ready with the 1-0. Here it comes. Popped up, straight back. That'll find the seats out of play. 2-0 Hawks, bottom of the second. That was pitch number 15 for Rundy. 1-1, fastball outside. Logan spun off the mound awkwardly. And where he planted his foot, there's a heck of a hole already, a divot there, and he fills it in. And now gets back on the rubber, ready to pitch the 2-1. He winds and fires. He dropped it inside. That's a ball, 3-1. Rundy quickly retired the first two hitters of each inning so far, and then took a little bit of time with the third hitter. And now time is called, and Rundy is not going up onto the mound. And here comes AT Jake Feldman along with Wes Obermueller and Coach Rick Heller. Not a good sign. Oh, boy. Rundy on the backside of the rubber, of the mound rather, as the entire infield has come in to huddle around him. And a large group of Hawkeyes running down the left field line now, trying to get into the bullpen. As Iowa's athletic trainer Jake Feldman leading the charge out there to talk with Logan. Coach Heller talking with the home plate umpire. And it's not a good sign. Man, oh man. Iowa already has a major injury to its rotation. Brody Earlbeck was slotted to be a Saturday starter. And he's been put on the shelf for a while, and now Logan Rundy in the second inning has awkwardly spun off the mound twice and is being tended to by the training staff. Coach Heller walking away from the huddle now, talking with Coach Marty Sutherland in front of Iowa's dugout. And Wes Obermueller and Jake Feldman appear to be consoling Rundy. Very quick action in the Iowa bullpen, and Rundy is coming off the mound. Man, oh man, you don't like to see that. Boy, I tell you. Rundy coming out of the game. Iowa will take as long as it needs to get the next pitcher ready to go. There hasn't been anybody that's thrown down in the bullpen yet. And so it's going to be a minute before we have another pitch. Man, oh man, you just can't believe it. Iowa used Justin Hackett and Joe Husak yesterday. Nick Terhar slated to start tomorrow. And he's in the dugout, so he's not down at the bullpen. Will be able to take as long as they need to warm up their pitcher. Nobody has thrown in the bullpen yet, and there's nobody that's come into the game. And so it'll be very interesting to see who gets the nod down there to come in. I'd think it'd be Jaron Bleeker, somebody like Bleeker, come in, and maybe a long relief guy that's able to throw several innings to kind of pick this up. But man, this would be just a brutal blow to the Hawkeyes. I mean, it certainly is. There's no question about it. Rundy coming out of the game in the second with an injury. Doors opened up there, and we'll have a new Hawkeye pitcher coming in. Looks like Bleeker to me. We'll step aside. We'll be back after this pitching change break. We have plenty of time here before we get going with the next pitch. We'll be back in a second. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Go for the big Honda savings. Save thousands on a new Honda today with 0.99% financing. Go for the selection and inventory. Honda cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs are on sale. Get as low as 0.99% APR on a new 2025 Ridgeline. Go for the most car and driver 10 best awards with 98 trophies. Search your local Honda dealer today. See dealer for financing details. Financing on credit approval. Offer ends 3/2/26.
You might think Iowa grows corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. Corn can even fuel your drive to watch the Hawkeyes play when you choose Unleaded 88. It's a fuel that's cheaper, cleaner, and greener. Plus, it's homegrown, making Unleaded 88 the clear choice at the pump and totally worth the hype. So as you head to cheer on the Hawkeyes this season, don't just fuel up. Pump it up with Unleaded 88. Find Unleaded 88 at a station near you. Go to iowacorn.org/88.
Bottom of the second inning in Boca Raton. New pitcher into the game for Iowa is Jaron Bleeker, right-handed sophomore from Sergeant Bluff. Logan Rundy was doing a nice job for the Hawkeyes, but has been removed from the game due to injury. That's all we know now, as Jake Feldman and Coach Heller and Wes Obermueller were out there to tend to him, but he came out of the game, and Iowa's got to go to the bullpen much earlier than they were hoping. First of all, it was a really good start for Rundy. He had set down the first 5 Owls and looked very good doing so. And now Bleeker will come in. Jaron getting as many pitches as he needs to get warm and ready to roll. And boy, if you zoom out a little bit, you'd like to see Bleeker get us through the 4th or the 5th now. The plan has changed dramatically for the Hawkeyes, as Rundy, just a very steady pitcher for the Hawks, and over the course of his career, you could almost always bank on getting 3-4 innings out of Rundy. Hadn't really stretched it, but you knew what you were getting out of Logan, and he looked to be on pace to do much of the same today. But instead, removed from the game due to injury, and now the Hawkeyes just got to adapt and lock back in on this game. And training staff, led by Jake Feldman, will take good care of Logan, and we'll figure out the rest from there. But for now, Jaron Bleeker's going to have to come in a big spot and execute here for the Hawks. He comes in with a 3-1 count to Patrick Ward, and he dropped a strike in there. The count will be full. Bleeker ready to roll. 3 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs, bases empty. The pitch. Ward slapped it foul over to the left. Got out in front. Two-0, Iowa's got the lead. Change of plans here on the mound. Here's the 3-2. Ward hits it in the air down the right field line. That'll angle foul and out of play. Ward gave that a ride. Just can't help but think about Logan now. That's a tough break, his final year of eligibility, and hopefully he can recover and come back. Good looking pitch from Bleeker. It was a breaking ball, but it stayed upstairs for ball 4. And that'll bring up Maranta. In terms of this game, this is why yesterday's bullpen usage was so important. Hawkeyes only used 2 arms, and keeping a guy like Bleeker available for several innings, like we're going to need him today, that's crucial. Xavier Maranta is the batter, first plate appearance for the DH today. 1-0 pitch from Bleeker. Maranta hits in the air to left. Ziegler shifting over. Jay-Z's under it. He's got it for the 3rd out. So a tough inning for the Hawks in losing their starter, Logan Rundy. But no runs across for the Owls. We'll move to the top of the 3rd. It's Iowa 2 and FAU nothing. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
You power your day with passion and purpose. It's the same for Alliant Energy. We're modernizing the grid, blending new, renewable, and traditional energy sources to meet growing demand safely and reliably. We're rising to the challenge to meet your energy needs today and for generations to come. Visit alliantenergy.com/poweringbeyond to learn more.
Cancer doesn't care. It doesn't care what you look like, how old you are, what you do, or where you live. We do. University of Iowa Healthcare is doing more to beat cancer than anyone in the state. From second opinions to life-saving treatments that happen here first. We lead the way in research, training, and care because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
John Leo with you from Boca Raton, Florida. Game 2 of the series between Iowa and Florida Atlantic. Moving along to the top of the 3rd inning. Iowa leads it 2-0. And the Hawkeyes will send the top of their order to the box. Mitchell, Wolf, and Risley. The trio went down in order in the first. Fly out, ground out, strikeout as Murphy pitches for the Owls. First pitch, Gable hit it foul off his foot. No balls and a strike on Mitchell, the left-handed hitter. Got a shift on the infield, pulled to the right side. Gable takes a breaking ball. Called a strike. Outer portion of the zone. And Gable's down 0-2. Murphy winds and fires the next pitch. Gable swings and misses. A very rare strikeout from Gable Mitchell. That slider has been a great pitch for Murphy. He's up to 5 strikeouts. And we're only in the 3rd inning. Now, Iowa's had a couple of hits, but seems to be either a strikeout from Murphy or a base hit from Iowa. Caleb Wolf, the batter, takes the first pitch outside. Ball and no strikes. Next one coming from Murphy. Here it is. Wolf golfed at one that was at his toes. He missed it, 1-1. Next pitch is in the dirt, ball 2. Murphy was not great against Notre Dame in his start last weekend. 2-1. Low and away, ball 3. A lot of free bases. Hit a few guys, walked a couple. Hawkeyes looking to get to him in the third. Here comes the 3-1 to Wolf. Caleb hits in the air to center. Center fielder on the run in the left center gap. He makes the play. 2 down. Here comes Miles Risley, the 3-hitter for the Hawks. First pitch strike. Risley struck out looking. Oh, 1. Risley yanks down the left field line and foul. Oh, 2 to Risley. Here it comes. Fouled it back, and that caught the umpire. Ouch. He's going to take a second to walk it off. No balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs, bases are clear for Risley. Murphy's ready, he winds and fires. Miles hits on the ground left side. Backhand stop by LaRue. Long throw from the hole is late. Really good play by LaRue, but Risley sprinting down the line. He'll have a 2-out single. Third hit of the game for the Hawkeyes. Here's Kellen Strohmeyer. He singled and scored back in the second. First pitch to him. Kellen takes a low outside strike. Again, Murphy has consistently located that slider. Bottom portion of the zone. It's been a good pitch. Risley the runner at first, the 0-1. Kellen hits on the ground. Diving stop by Ward at first base. He pops up and touches the bag for the 3rd out. We'll move on to the bottom of the 3rd. Iowa 2, Florida Atlantic nothing. Back in a moment. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide, experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, or just needs someone to listen, 988 provides a direct connection to free, confidential, and compassionate support. When you call, text, or chat 988, you'll be quickly connected to trained crisis counselors who will listen to your concerns, provide support, and connect you to additional resources if needed. There is hope. You are not alone. For 24/7 support, call or text 988 or chat 988lifeline.org.
We love it when the Hawkeyes do their thing, because if there's anyone who can appreciate building a legacy, it's John Deere. We've been growing our team since 1837, recruiting the best thinkers, doers, and makers to craft innovations that outpace the competition. Because whether it's cultivating the earth with a tractor or reshaping it with a 40-ton excavator, the machines we build are building America. Nothing runs like a Deere.
Hawkeye Baseball is brought to you by Riverside Casino and Golf Resort. Stop by today for a relaxing massage at the spa, fine dining at Ruthie's Steak and Seafood, and so much more. Visit Riverside Casino and Golf Resort today, located minutes south of Iowa City. John Leo with you from FAU Baseball Stadium in Boca Raton, Florida. It's 2-0 Iowa as we move on to the bottom of the 3rd. This is Jaron Bleeker's game for a little bit now. Going to need Bleeker to deal out of the Hawkeye bullpen after Logan Rundy's start was cut short due to injury. 8-9-1 due up for the Owls as Bleeker, the tall right-handed pitcher for Iowa, Deals upstairs to John Martinez, the right-handed second baseman. Bleeker's ready with the next pitch. The 1-0 is skied down the right field line. Caleb Wolf turns, he runs. He's going to run out of real estate, though, as the ball winds up out of play on the hill down the right field line. A lot of FAU fans have brought their own chairs and are seated in the shade over there on the right. Martinez in the box, Bleeker on the mound, the 1-1. Breaking ball outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Rundy made it an inning and 2/3. No hits, no runs. He walked 1, struck out 2. Logan looked very sharp. 2-1, that's up and in from Bleeker. 3 balls and a strike. And so we had a bit of a delay as Logan came out of the game and Bleeker had to get warm. Jaron working very quickly. The 3-1 is hit well to right. Strohmeyer moving back. He's got plenty of room, though, and he makes the play, 1 away. One down for Kyle Boylston, the center fielder. Had a pinch hit at bat yesterday. Boylston's the 9 hitter, stand in from the right side. Righty on righty matchup. Jaron is ready to roll. First pitch is bunted down the third base side. Ben Swales comes forward and lets it go foul. Too firm of a bunt from Boylston. Talked a lot about it yesterday. Coach Heller, very good report on this infield. That is natural grass, natural dirt. But there is a pretty big hedge, pretty big lip from when the grass transitions over to the dirt on the baselines. And so that bunt attempt was riding that lip for a while, and the second it caught the hedge, it kicked over into foul ground. Ben Swales, nice job to be patient and let it go foul. Boylston's the 9 hitter. Next pitch from Bleeker is up and in. And the count's 1-1. 2-0 Hawks, bottom of the 3rd. Next pitch from Bleeker. That's in there for a strike. He likes to work the inner portion of the zone. And that was a called strike at 85 miles an hour. 1-2. Bases are empty. I really like Jaron's pace. He gets on the rubber and he's ready to go. Next pitch on its way. Ground ball. High chopper to short. Schulte's got it. He steps. He throws to get the speedy Boylston. 2 down. And now we'll flip it to the top of the order for Brett Patton. Bleeker throws a fastball, low 90s, upper 80s, low 90s. Has some sinking action to it. Working on a cutter. He's got a changeup as well, and then a spinner, of course. First pitch to Patton. He committed to the bunt, came up empty. And Jaron works ahead, 0-1. 2 outs in the inning, the bases are clear. Bleeker's 0-1 pitch. Hit on the ground, left side. Backhand stop by Schulte. Long throw from the hole is right on target. Caleb Wolf with a good hang, and it's 3 up, 3 down for the Owls. Nicely done by Jaron Bleeker and the Hawkeye defense. It's time for the 4th inning. Iowa 2, Florida Atlantic 0. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Whether they roll the dough or pour the joe, bake the bread or greet instead, your team goes the extra mile, and they deserve healthy eyes and a healthy smile. For plans that cover businesses of all sizes, Delta Dental customizes. With employer costs as low as $0, you can offer benefits and be a hero. Affordable coverage is a click away. Visit deltadentalia.com today.
Hey everyone, David Kahn here. It's time to play ball. The 2026 season is upon us, and the best way to get in the game is by listening to College Sports Now's official baseball podcast, Dugouts, Dumbbells, and Dingers. Each week, we'll have exclusive interviews with players and coaches that take you inside the locker room as we unpack the top stories of teams all across the country. We're delivering our best fastball, so step into the batter's box and tee us up. Available wherever you podcast on the College Sports Now feed or on YouTube. Just search Dugouts, Dumbbells, and Dingers.
Top of the 4th inning in Boca Raton. Iowa on top of the Saturday afternoon game 2-0. The Hawkeyes beat Florida Atlantic yesterday 7-2. They've got the leg up on the series. A win today would clinch the series a day early, something that the Hawkeyes are always looking to do, and off to a good start today, 2-0 in the 4th. It'll be Schulte, Narrett, and Swales due up for the black and gold in the 4th. Schulte struck out back in the 2nd. Iowa time and a half through the order, collected 3 hits. Righty on righty matchup to get us started in the 4th. First pitch way outside. Murphy's thrown 3 innings, given up 3 hits, 1 earned run. He's got 5 strikeouts, no walks. Next pitch to Schulte at the bottom of the zone, 1-1. Murphy mixing it up. He went all spin to Schulte the first time. Cooper shows the bunt, and he shoulders the bat. The pitch just about clipped him in the shins. 2-1 now. Murphy delivers. This is tapped foul. Third base coach's box. Good hands by assistant coach Dave Pearson. Counts even at 2 now. Next pitch to Schulte. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Chased a slider, could not resist it. That pitch was far away from him. You see Cooper go through that sometimes, just not reading that slider from a right-hander, and he's 0 for 2 now with a couple of strikeouts. Here comes Joey Narrett. Narrett doubled in a run his first time up. Now he cranks one into the right center gap for a base hit. That'll also get to the wall. Joe is headed for second. He's going to stop there as he stumbled over the bag. I think he was headed for third, but Narrett stopped at second. A couple of doubles now for Joey. This time he pulls it into right center. All over that pitch from Murphy. And the Hawkeyes threatening now in the 4th. Here comes Ben Swales. Swales struck out. Similar to Schulte, had a bit of a hard time reading the slider. Let's see if Ben has adjusted. First pitch. He has not adjusted yet. Swing and a miss. Nothing in 1 with the runner at second, 1 out in the 4th. Next pitch to Swales. Grounded foul past third. I think it's just a matter of refocusing for the Iowa hitters. But to be fair, Murphy is pitching well for Florida Atlantic. 0-2 is the count. Righty on righty matchup. The pitch to Swales. Grounded to foul in the box. Slider has been his strikeout pitch. Today he's got 6 Ks. And he's ahead of Swales. The 0-2. Ben softly hits it to third. Charging hard is Romano, throwing on the run on target to retire Swales. Narrett stays put at second base. On the ground out. And here comes Matt Delgado. Delgado reached on an error back in the 2nd in a very similar position, where Narrett was at second base, just as he is now. Delgado up with 2 outs. First pitch sailed outside, and Gramesty with a backhand stab at it to prevent it from going to the backstop. It's 1-0. Next pitch to Delgado. Here it comes. Low and away. Hitters count for Delgado. Pitch from Murphy. That's low and away, called a strike. Leave that. It's a good take. This is pitch number 60 from Murphy. And he dots the low outside corner again with the off speed. 2-2. Murphy from the stretch. The pitch. That's out. Ball 3. It's a good take. Delgado's done a nice job recognizing the spin. And he has not been chasing. Full count. Narrett at second with 2 outs. The pitch. Delgado cranks this to deep left center field. Outfielders on the run. The center fielder, Boylston, catches up to it and makes the play in the alley. Delgado gave it a ride, but he flies out to left center. And that'll do it for the Hawks in the 4th. 2-0 Iowa. We're back in a moment. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 58 years. Oak Knoll is located near the University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We are a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
At Mid-American Energy, our 1.6 million customers depend on our energy 24/7. That's why we work 24/7 to deliver the safe, reliable energy you need. To keep our 99.9% reliability record, we're enhancing our technology, improving resiliency, and investing in critical infrastructure. We're generating power from all available resources to cover any increases in demand. And we're innovating to ensure you always have the energy you need. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Hawk fans, experience your home away from home at Coralville's finest all-suite hotels. Homewood Suites and Home 2 Suites by Hilton each offer guests with spacious suites, complimentary breakfast, 24-hour fitness center, pool, hot tub, guest laundry, and convenient locations. Let their warm and friendly staff take care of you and your family when you visit Hawkeye Country. Bottom of the 4th inning in Boca Raton. It's 2-0 Iowa. Jaron Bleeker back to the mound for another inning of work. Bleeker's thrown an inning in the 3rd in relief of Logan Rundy, who exited the game due to injury. No hits, no runs, no walks. And Bleeker has fired his final warm-up pitch. It'll be 2-3-4. TJ Gramesty to lead it off. Bleeker ready. First pitch, just high to Gramesty. Gramesty struck out in the 1st, part of Rundy's 1-2-3 inning. The 1-0 delivery is hit in the air, right side. Wolf giving it a look, and he runs out of real estate. Foul ball, 1-1. Gramesty entered the game with just 5 at-bats. Sophomore catcher. Couple of walks, 3 strikeouts on the year. Here's the 1-1 from Bleeker. High pop fly to left. Shallow. Ziegler coming in. And Jay-Z's got it. 1 away in the 4th. Sun starting to drop down over to our right. Nice cluster of palm trees that are providing some shade even underneath this tent for us. Got manager Luke Sheridan sitting to my right. Usually it's John Evans to my right, but Luke Sheridan's not a bad replacement. He doesn't say much, though. I probably should give him a headset one of these days. 1-1 count from Bleeker. Batter is Nick Romano, grounded out to end the 1st. Ryan Campbell Iowa's other outstanding manager. He's relegated, I think. I think he's relegated to the dugout and to the bullpen because it's much warmer down there than it is for Luke and I up here underneath the media tent. In my 4th year of doing the play-by-play for Iowa baseball, really good run of managers. And Luke and Ryan continuing that tradition. Iowa has an outstanding manager program, about 25 student managers. Got a lot of guys back home that are crunching the numbers. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Romano. The pitch is in the dirt. It bounced in the dirt and then came up and hit Romano, and that's a hit by pitch. Unlucky for Bleeker. Just the second base runner of the game so far, both via free base. Bleeker walked Ward when he came in the middle of the at-bat when Rundy had to leave, and now he hit Romano on a pitch that bounced before it hit the batter. Now Bleeker missed upstairs to Brando LaRue, struck out to start the second, 0 for 1 today. There's 1 out, bottom of the 4th, Iowa 2, Florida Atlantic nothing. Pickoff move over to first. It's been an interesting hold from Wolf at first base. He is not standing on the bag. He stands a little bit off. He's almost baiting the runner to get a bigger lead and then using deception. As LaRue grounds it foul to the left. Bleeker approaching 25 pitches in his outing. Had to come in cold out of the bullpen. He's relieving Rundy, who exited due to injury. LaRue puts a bunt to the left side. Bleeker comes off the mound, throws it to first. It's in time to get the runner on a bang-bang play. Very nicely done by Jaron Bleeker. The pitcher coming off the mound, fielding the ball with his bare hand, and firing a dart to first. Wolf, he reached a bit for it to hurry the process, but really well-executed bunt by LaRue. And he moves Romano to second base. So in scoring position now with 2 outs. Crucial spot early in this game, bottom of the 4th. Here's Michael Peraza. First pitch from Bleeker's inside, just about hit him. Peraza, left-handed hitter. He lined out to Swales as Iowa has shifted again for him. Over to the right to the pull side. Bleeker with a long pause. The 1-0 is hit in the air, left center field. Risley putting his hand up. He's guarding off Ziegler, and Miles makes the catch on the run. Miles about sure-handed as they get out in center field. He gets to the ball so quickly and then makes the play as he did there. Peraza flies out. That'll do it. We're through 4. It's Iowa 2 and FAU nothing. Back after this. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Cancer doesn't care. It doesn't care what you look like, how old you are, what you do, or where you live. We do. University of Iowa Healthcare is doing more to beat cancer than anyone in the state. From second opinions to life-saving treatments that happen here first. We lead the way in research, training, and care because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
You power your day with passion and purpose. It's the same for Alliant Energy. We're modernizing the grid, blending new, renewable, and traditional energy sources to meet growing demand safely and reliably. We're rising to the challenge to meet your energy needs today and for generations to come. Visit alliantenergy.com/poweringbeyond to learn more.
Top of the 5th inning at FAU Baseball Stadium. Iowa 2-0 over FAU. Although just a 2-run lead, it does feel like Iowa's in control. I will say, it doesn't really have the feel that we're letting FAU hang around with just a 2-run lead. It would be nice, though, to pad the lead. Let's see if Ziegler can get things started for the Hawks in the 5th. First pitch from Murphy is a strike. Righty on righty matchup. Next pitch, Ziegler swings over the top of the spinner. It's 0-2. Murphy has been outstanding for FAU today. Ran into a little bit of trouble in the second. Didn't get much help from his defense behind him, though. Has a big error in that inning. Scored a run for the Hawks. He's thrown 4 innings, given up 4 hits. Only 1 earned run, 6 strikeouts, no walks. He hasn't hit anybody either. That's one thing that Iowa's offense was looking for from Murphy, the 0-2. Ziegler fouled it off again. Ziegler struck out in the second. You know that he's going to want to go back to that spinner. We'll see if Jay-Z's ready for it. Fastball there, and that's high. The catcher, Gramesty, couldn't even catch up to it. And it's 1-2. Next pitch, called third strike. High slider, and Ziegler is down. The first out of the 5th. Boy, that's a tough pitch to get the breaking ball called a strike at the very top of the zone. But it clipped the edge. And we'll go to the top of the order. Here's Gable Mitchell. Gable 0 for 2 today with a strikeout. You rarely pair a strikeout with Mitchell. 1-0 delivery to Gable. Lined just foul down the first baseline. You've got Gable and Caleb, Mitchell and Wolf, who back-to-back are guys that just do not strike out. It's basically unheard of. 1-1 to Gable. That's high, letter high, ball 2. Gable in a good spot here, the 2-1. Check swing. Called a strike. Home plate umpire punched him out. He thought that Gable had 2 strikes. Gable was a bit confused. Now that might have just upset Gable a bit. 2-2. Here's a ground ball to short. Gable sprinting down the line. LaRue throws out Mitchell for out number 2. Gable was running mad there. He may have struck out once today, but hey. Don't sell him short on that at bat. Mitchell now 0 for 3. We're in the 5th. Here's Caleb Wolf, Iowa's first baseman, number 2 hitter for the Hawks. We're in the 5th inning, 2-0 Iowa. Right-handed arm, left-handed stick. Caleb takes strike 1. Well-pitched game so far. Murphy quickly on the rubber. Caleb taking his time getting back in. Here comes the 1-1. That sailed outside. 2 balls and a strike. Iowa did some damage to the Owls' bullpen yesterday. Saw about 5 arms come out of the bullpen. But so far, Murphy is picking up the slack. Backdoor breaking ball comes in for a strike, 2-2. Caleb's got time. Now he gets back in the box. Murphy winds and fires the 2-2. Caleb scoops it in the air down the left field line. Foul ground. Left fielder and third baseman give chase, but it bounces in play but foul before either of them could get to it. Murphy approaching 80 pitches in this at-bat with Wolf. Probably got a little bit more in the tank. Done a nice job against Iowa today. 2-2, softly hit to second. Took a funny hop on Martinez, but he sticks with it. Iowa goes down in order in the 5th inning. And the score remains 2-0 Hawks. We're back after this short break. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Despite the unshakable Iowa-Corn Cy-Hawk rivalry, there is one thing Iowa State and University of Iowa fans can both agree on: getting hyped for Unleaded 88. It's cleaner burning and better for your engine, and it's cheaper than other fuel options, making Unleaded 88 the clear fuel choice. If Iowa Corn Cy-Hawk rivals can agree on it, you know it's worth the hype. So pump it up with Unleaded 88, grown by Iowa corn farmers.
March on over to Riverside Casino and Golf Resort March 26th for an unforgettable performance by country music star Tracy Lawrence. Get ready to hear iconic hits such as Paint Me a Birmingham and Time Marches On, as well as find out who your friends are in Texas Tornado. This is one country music experience you won't want to miss. Secure your tickets now for this must-see concert at riversidecasinoandresort.com or visit our gift shop. We'll see you there.
Oak Knoll's mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through Life Care, a not-for-profit life plan community serving the Iowa City area for 59 years. Oak Knoll is conveniently located near the University of Iowa Health Care Campus, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, and downtown Iowa City. A proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Visit oakknoll.com to learn more. Bottom of the 5th inning. It's Iowa 2 and Florida Atlantic nothing. Jaron Bleeker returning to the mound, and he'll face the middle of the order for the Owls. 6, 7, 8, Ward, Maranta, and Martinez. A couple games in a row now, we've seen some pretty good pitching on both sides. Bleeker has thrown 2 1/3 for the Hawks. Ward swings at the first delivery from Jaron and fouled it back. Ward was the batter when Rundy had to leave the game. And he ultimately walked. Bleeker walked him. Jaron goes with the off speed, gets the high strike call that Murphy got in the last inning. So, okay, we're consistent with it. 0-2. Jaron, the tall right-handed sophomore, ready to pitch. Here it comes. Ground ball, weakly hit to third. Swales charging hard. Ben can't get it out of the glove in time. The throw is late. You saw him double clutch. He had it in the glove real nice, and then couldn't pick it from his glove to his hand. And it'll be an infield single for Patrick Ward. And that is Florida Atlantic's first hit of the game. And here comes Maranta, flied out to left, back in the 2nd inning. First pitch, slapped foul, out of play, straight back and over to the left. Short lead at first base from Ward. The pitch, ground ball right side. Mitchell's got it. It ate him up. His only plays to first. He threw it wide, but Wolf able to hang on to get the out. Couple of bad bounces on these Hawkeye infielders in the first couple games of this series. It's the last hop on the grass before it gets to the infielder that takes a high hop, and it came right up on Gable's chest. He knocked it down, did make a good play to throw out Maranta. But the Owls have a runner in scoring position and less than 2 outs for John Martinez. One away, Martinez flied out to Strohmeyer in right back in the 3rd inning. Sends one that way again, but foul. Ball and a strike. Short lead at second base from Ward. He extends it now. Bleeker gives him a good look, and now he pitches the 1-1 in the dirt. Delgado knocked it down. 2-0 Iowa, bottom of the fifth. 4 hits for the Hawks. Florida Atlantic just picked up its first hit of the game on an infield single by Patrick Ward, who stands out there at second. Here's the 2-1. High, ball 3. Decent crowd on hand, but pretty dormant to this point. They're getting behind their hitter Martinez now. Here comes the 3-1. Tapped foul in the box. Full count. Martinez entered the game hitting 176. Full count. Bleeker ready, the pitch. Bloop down the left field line and foul. Nine-hitter Boylston's on deck. He grounded out earlier today. Bleeker trying to get Martinez. From the belt, grips it and rips it. Line to Swales, who leapt up and caught it. Oh, he robbed extra bases there. Swales makes an outstanding play for the second out of the inning. Swales picking up the pitching staff on that line out and probably picking himself up a bit there too after the infield single went his way earlier in the inning. 2 down for Kyle Boylston. Another right-handed hitter in the box. First pitch from Bleeker. That's a strike called just below the letters. Good start from Bleeker to get ahead. Runner remains at second. That's Ward with 2 outs. 2-0 Iowa, bottom of the fifth. The 0-1. Hit well to right. Strohmeyer on the run. Kellen still running. He slides, and he caught it in the corner. Strohmeyer really had to get going, and a feet-first slide into the corner out there. Kellen makes the play. And again, Iowa's defense comes up, saves extra bases on 2 occasions, and holds Florida Atlantic off the scoreboard. We're through 5. Iowa still leads 2-0. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Whether they roll the dough or pour the joe, bake the bread or greet instead, your team goes the extra mile, and they deserve healthy eyes and a healthy smile. For plans that cover businesses of all sizes, Delta Dental customizes. With employer costs as low as 0, you can offer benefits and be a hero. Affordable coverage is a click away. Visit deltadentalia.com today.
At Mid-American Energy, our 1.6 million customers depend on our energy 24/7. That's why we work 24/7 to deliver the safe, reliable energy you need. To keep our 99.9% reliability record, we're enhancing our technology, improving resiliency, and investing in critical infrastructure. We're generating power from all available resources to cover any increases in demand. And we're innovating to ensure you always have the energy you need. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
At the game or at home, Wimmer's premium quality hot dogs and sausages will score with family and friends. Take the highest quality beef and pork and you get the best tasting hot dog. Wimmer's, the official hot dog of the Hawkeyes. Top of the 6th, we're moving right along in Saturday's game. Game 2 of the series between Iowa and Florida Atlantic. The Hawkeyes winners yesterday 7-2 and in the driver's seat to clinch the series if they can hold on tonight over FAU, but this has been a very well-played game. This feels a lot like a Friday game, honestly. 2-0 as we move to the 6th. Miles Risley to lead it off. First pitch is a strike at the knees as Tyler Murphy continues to pitch for FAU. He's on for his 6th inning of work. He's thrown 5, given up 4 hits, 1 earned run, 2 runs in total. 7 strikeouts. no walks. The 2 runs for Iowa came in the 2nd inning. It was a leadoff single from Strohmeyer, who was on deck, and then Joey Narrett drove him home, and Matt Delgado brought home Narrett after reaching on an error. No balls and 2 strikes on Risley. Righty on righty matchup. The pitch way low and out. Held onto the slider a bit too long. Just underway in the 6th. Here comes the 1-2 to Risley. Swing and a miss. That slider again. It starts outside and it breaks even further away. And boy, the Hawks have just not been able to recognize it. And the scout has said that that's the pitch he's going to go to with 2 strikes. Now, along with that in the scout is that he typically doesn't throw the slider for a strike. So he's having a career day so far, but he's getting a lot of chase. Kellen Strohmeyer is up. Fouled one off to the FAU on-deck circle over to the right, with the Owls occupying the first base dugout. Counts 1-1. Pitch to Strohmeyer. High ball 2. Kellen 1 for 2 tonight. Singled and scored in the 2nd. Bounced out unassisted to first base in the 3rd. 2-1. That's in the dirt for ball 3. Iowa had a ton of traffic yesterday, as they have in nearly every game so far this season. Today has been the outlier. Not a lot of traffic for the Hawks as we're into the 6th. 3-1. That's outside, ball 4. May speak some traffic into existence here. And so Strohmeyer reaches on the walk. And that brings up Cooper Schulte. Coop's 0 for 2 today with 2 strikeouts. Murphy has used the spin frequently on Cooper. Let's see if he makes an adjustment. We've got time called. We've got a mound visit coming up. Murphy has thrown 88 pitches. This is the pitching coach for FAU, and so not likely a change here. Can't see their bullpen beyond the right field wall. The left field wall has a screen that you can see through down there, so you can see Iowa's bullpen, but you don't have the same access beyond the right field wall, which makes sense. Maybe you want to hide who's down there. Iowa leads it 2-0 in the 6th. Home plate umpire Brandon Henson heading out to break up the conversation. One out for Cooper Schulte. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. He can turn things around with a base knock here. Strohmeyer, the runner at first. Slider is low. Cooper laid off. Good job. Pitch number 90 for Murphy. Strohmeyer takes off. The pitch is low and in. No throw from the catcher. Castro dives in head first. A stolen bag for Strohmeyer. .78 miles an hour, low and in. Hard to throw down to second. Easy to run on. 2-0. Schulte fouled it back. Joey Narrett is on deck. He's 2 for 2 today with a couple of doubles. Like to see Joe get a shot with the table set. 2-1 to Cooper. He shows the bunt, pulled it back, and took a strike. .2-0 Iowa in the 6th. Hawkeyes looking to add in this inning. 2-2 to Schulte, low and away. Good backhand pick out of the dirt from Gramesty. Counts full now. This feels like a big pitch with Narrett on deck. .3-2 to Schulte. Here it comes. That's low. Ball 4, just low. Back-to-back walks, and Iowa's got a couple runners on with one out. We'll see if Murphy stays in the game. We've got a quick answer. John McCormick will make the change. New pitcher coming in for Florida Atlantic. And as Murphy comes off the mound, you would expect him to get a pretty good ovation from the Florida Atlantic fans. Murphy, a tip of the cap, a good start for the Owls' Saturday pitcher as he comes off the mound. And a new pitcher coming into the game for FAU. We'll introduce him after this. It's 2-0 Iowa in the 6th.
Hi, this is Coach Jan Jensen inviting you to join me for Hawk Talk, live from the Watermill Kitchen and Bar inside the Hyatt Regency at the Iowa River Landing. We'll talk Hawkeye women's basketball, answer your questions, and have a lot of fun along the way. The show airs weekly on the Hawkeye Radio Network. Check the full schedule at HawkeyeSports.com. I'd love to see you there. Go Hawks!
Save time when you shop online with Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee makes it easy to order groceries online through our app or Hy-Vee.com. Pickup is always free. And if you have a Perks Plus membership, you get free delivery and free express pickup. Shop online with Hy-Vee and you can create and save grocery lists, shop the sales, and get fuel savers. Talk about convenient. Order groceries online today. Check out Hy-Vee.com or download the Hy-Vee app.
Iowa leading Florida Atlantic 2-0 in the top of the 6th inning. Couple runners on for the Hawkeyes with one out, and a new pitcher into the game for the Owls is Ryan Buckler. Buckler, a right-handed junior from Barnstable, Massachusetts, and he started his career at Virginia Tech. So a former Hokie is now an Owl. And Buckler, the right-handed reliever, will come in and make his second appearance of the season. He's only thrown one inning, gave up 2 hits, 2 runs, one of which was earned. He's got a 9 flat ERA. So limited action for him this season. Last year made 18 appearances at a 5.52 ERA in 14 innings. His whip was near 2. Gave up 20 hits, 9 walks, struck out 13, a lot of damage, 2 doubles, 3 home runs. And Joe Narrett is in the box. Right-handed arm, left-handed stick. First pitch to Narrett is low and in for a ball. Maybe some blood in the water here for the Hawks. 2-0 in the 6th. First and second and one out. Buckler ready. The 1-0 to Narrett outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Narrett has split both alleys today, a double to left center and a double to right center. What'll he do here? He's all eyes right now. 3 balls, no strikes. Buckler zipped a fastball at 89, high and away. And now Joe's going to have the red light here. Ben Swales on deck. That's up and in. A 4-pitch walk of Narrett, and there have been 3 straight walks. And the bases are now loaded for a pinch hitter. That'll be Mitch Wood. So Mitch Wood will bat for Ben Swales. Mitch comes in, the senior right-handed hitter. Native of Ottumwa. And we know that Coach Heller likes Mitch in these spots. The pinch hit, bases loaded spots. The Hawks have also had several opportunities with the bases loaded this season, including a chance last night, hit into a double play. Couple chances against K-State, couldn't score. Coach Sutherland said yesterday, we do a great job setting the table, but it's time to eat when the table's set. Mitch Wood takes a strike. Iowa can break it open in the 6th. It's 2-0. No balls and a strike to Wood. Next pitch, in the dirt. Good job by Mitch to not chase. Buckler snapped that breaking ball. It dropped low. Mitch 3 for 6 in the early season. The 1-1. Wood hits well to right. Right fielder back in front of the track. He's got enough room to make the catch. Strohmeyer will tag and score from third. Schulte will move from second to third. Iowa brings home a run on the sac fly to deep right. Mitch Wood does a nice job there, a productive out. It's 3-0 Hawks. Narrett had to stay put at first. First and third for Matt Delgado. See if Iowa can tack on another. Narrett, the runner at first. We'll see if he gets active. He's got some speed. First pitch to Delgado. That's across for a strike. Matt's 0 for 2 today. Reached on an error, though. 3-0 Iowa, top 6. Runners at the corners and 2 outs, looking for another clutch 2-out hit. There goes Narrett. The pitch is a called strike, bottom of the zone. Throw down to second, not in time. Here comes Schulte, he scores. It's 4-0. I'm not sure what FAU was doing there. Narrett takes second. The throw went all the way through, and Schulte came down to score. Just like you draw it up. Delgado in a hole here, 0-2 though. The pitch, letter high for a ball. Couple more runs across for Iowa in this inning. It's 4-0 now. Narrett with a good lead at second base. 1-2 to Delgado. Ooh, up and in, he spins away. And it's 2-2. About as fast as we see Delhi move, huh? Counts 2-2 now. Next pitch. He had to turn away again. Curveball slipped out of the hand. Full count. Full count for Delgado. The pitch. Inside, ball 4. Tried to bring it in the front door on Delgado. That's a pretty good at bat there from Delhi. He fell behind, 0-2, and then rode it out. And we'll have another pinch hitter for the Hawks now. No, we'll have a pitching change first. I think we'll have a pinch hitter, though, when the new pitcher comes in for FAU. John McCormick making his way to the mound. He's the one that makes the changes. And the door is opened up down into the right field corner. We'll see a new FAU pitcher after this pitching change break. 4-0 Iowa, top of the 6th. The runners at first and second for the Hawks, and 2 gone. We're back in a moment. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
The silly moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. They're what make life remarkable. And they're why Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for every moment. Committed to making healthcare better, more affordable, with more choices for care. And service and coverage that give you peace of mind no matter what comes your way. So you can show up for every tender moment, every brave moment, and every wouldn't miss it for the world moment, knowing that Blue is here for you. Go to Wellmark.com/every moment to find a plan right for you.
Save time when you shop online with Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee makes it easy to order groceries online through our app or Hy-Vee.com. Pickup is always free. And if you have a Perks Plus membership, you get free delivery and free express pickup. Shop online with Hy-Vee and you can create and save grocery lists. Shop the sales and get fuel savers. Talk about convenient. Order groceries online today. Check out Hy-Vee.com or download the Hy-Vee app.
John Leo with you from FAU Baseball Stadium. Game 2 of the series between Iowa and Florida Atlantic. The Hawkeyes out in front 4-0 as we're carrying on into the 6th inning. 2 outs, 2 on, and a new pitcher into the game for the Owls. This is Riley Whitmer, right-handed junior, standing at 6'4" from Naples. Whitmer coming in and making his second appearance as well. He also has a 9-flat ERA, has thrown 1 inning. 2 hits, 1 run, he walked 1. And he's got a wild pitch. Whitmer made 12 appearances last season. Started his career at Florida. ERA north of 10 last year in 11 2/3 innings pitched. His whip is up over 2. $14 hits and 10 walks a season ago here at FAU. All right, Brett White is the batter for the Hawks. He's pinch hitting for Jalen Ziegler. White takes strike 1. It's been a long inning. Iowa's got a couple runs across, 4-0 in the 6th. White takes low and away, 1-1. Brett seems to be one of the primary pinch hitters that the Hawkeyes are leaning on. The redshirt freshman from North Liberty, played at Solon. Spent his first year redshirted down at Baylor. Good to have Brett back home. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Good cut. He was trying to hit that scoreboard in right field. 4 walks issued by FAU in this inning. Iowa has made the Owls pay. White trying to continue the damage here. 1-2. The pitch. Strike 3 called. Brett knew it. He was expecting something else. And White strikes out. The Hawks leave a couple runners. We'll move on to the bottom of the 6th inning. Iowa 4, FAU nothing. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
The silly moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. They're what make life remarkable. And they're why Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for every moment. Committed to making healthcare better, more affordable, with more choices for care. And service and coverage that give you peace of mind no matter what comes your way. So you can show up for every tender moment, every brave moment, and every wouldn't miss it for the world moment. Knowing that Blue is here for you. Go to wellmark.com/everymoment to find a plan right for you.
Hawk fans, be sure to visit and connect with the official Des Moines local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes, Aplos, and Community Choice Credit Union. Do you smell that? No, it's not just toast. That's the smell of your car payment becoming toast. Move your car loan to Community Choice and toast those payments for 99 days. Get started at unbankyourride.com. Loan subject to credit approval and analysis.
Bottom of the 6th inning, Jaron Bleeker got a nice rest in the dugout and in the shade to cool off, and he's back out for another inning of work. He'll face the top of the order, and for Bleeker, this will be the 2nd time through as Jaron gets ready to pitch the 6th. It'll be Patton, Gramesty, and Romano. 4-0 Hawkeyes, bottom 6. Brett White into the game. He plays left field. Rundy got the start for Iowa. Went 1 2/3. Had to come out of the game due to an injury. Jaron Bleeker has relieved him from the bullpen. 3 1/3 so far for Bleeker. 1 hit. No runs, no walks. Doesn't have any strikeouts either, but good defense has been played behind him. Jaron has fallen behind 2-0 on Patton, working quickly. The next pitch is swung on and missed. It's 2-1. He chased a low change from Jaron. Here's a ground ball foul over to the right. Jaron has quickly evened the count, 2-2. Bleeker saw some innings last year as a true freshman, and he has had to grow up quickly, and I was going to be relying on him. As he gets the strikeout of Patton, went changeup low and away. Good-looking pitch from Bleeker, 1 away. Bleeker's a big part of Iowa's plans as it is. And just in a situation like today, had to come into the game a lot sooner than he had thought. He had arguably been vying for maybe a Sunday starting role. Could wind up there anyway as he continues to pitch a gem against FAU today. TJ Gramesty is up, 0 for 2 with the strikeout. There's a ball that's tapped softly to the left side and foul, 0-2. Jackson Frost is into the game. He plays third. In for Swales, who had a pinch hitter. So a couple changes on the left side of Iowa's defense. 0-2 from Bleeker's up and in. Good-looking pitch, but just missed. Jaron's ready. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. He went with the bender. Look at that nasty break. Nearly 18 inches of break and drop on that, and he got Gramesty. First 2 strikeouts of the outing for Bleeker, and they come in the 6th. That thing had a dirty bump to it. 2 away for Nick Romano. First pitch, fastball just low and in. There's another fastball from Jaron. That's a called strike, outer third. We'll get you a scoreboard update after the 6th. A few scores have gone final in the Big Ten. Here's a ground ball up the middle. The Hawks have a shift on. Schulte's there, throws a dart across to Caleb Wolf for the out. Jaron Bleeker pops off the mound. He's fired up, and a good round of applause from the Hawkeye faithful that have come to support the black and gold this weekend. Nicely done, Jaron Bleeker. A 1-2-3 inning, including a pair of strikeouts. And we'll move on to the 7th inning with Iowa in control, 4-0. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
From the roar of the crowd to Carver cones, can't miss plays and heart-pounding finishes. There's something for everyone at an Iowa athletics event. Don't just hear about it or see the clip on your phone. Be part of it. Change up your routine and get your friends together for an Iowa athletics event. Make it a memorable one by visiting HawkeyeSports.com. Fire up the fight song, cue the victory polka, and experience what it means to be a Hawkeye on Iowa, and go Hawks.
If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide, experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, or just needs someone to listen, 988 provides a direct connection to free, confidential, and compassionate support. When you call, text, or chat 988, you'll be quickly connected to trained crisis counselors who will listen to your concerns, provide support, and connect you to additional resources if needed. There is hope. You are not alone. For 24/7 support, call or text 988 or chat 988lifeline.org.
This scoreboard update is brought to you by Community Choice Credit Union, home of unbanking. When your bank treats you like a number and not a member, tell them no bank you. Let's look around the Big Ten, a couple of scores that have gone final since we've been in action this afternoon. Texas over Michigan State 3-1. Man, I tell you what, Michigan State's 2-3 on the season. They've got 2 wins over Louisville, and they've been giving Texas, who's ranked number 3 in the country out of the SEC, all that the Longhorns can handle, but ultimately Texas wins it 3-1. Richmond came back and beat Penn State 4-3. Penn State's lost a couple times now today and are 2-4 on the season. Purdue stormed all the way back. They trailed 5-0 to Baylor, and then came back, scored the next 6 runs to win it 6-5. Maryland is getting whipped by Louisiana 8-1. Rutgers up 5-3 on Virginia Tech in the 9th. Oregon 7-0 on Youngstown State. Iowa batting in the 7th. It's the top of the order, Gable Mitchell. Gable's reached safely in each of the first 5 games. But in game number 6, he's 0 for 3. Looking to find a way on in what could be his last at-bat of the game. Here comes the 1-1. Shows the bunt, drops it down the third base line, foul, 1-2. Illinois and Coastal Carolina running into some rain problems. That game's been postponed. Indiana all over UCF, 5-0. Northwestern and Boston College deadlocked at 2 early on in the 3rd. UCLA 2, TCU 1 in LA. That's a top 10 matchup. UCLA in most polls ranked number 1. And the Hawkeyes will welcome the Bruins to Iowa City in March. Here's Mitchell slapping one opposite field into the left field corner. Gable's around first. He's digging for 2. He's going to have to hustle, and he'll get there safely. Gable gets his hit. He always gets his piece of the pie, doesn't he? Leadoff double for the Hawks in the 7th, courtesy of Gable Mitchell. Reached safely in all 6 games now. Big insurance run. Keep adding to the lead. We're in the 7th. It's 4-0 Hawks. Just the 5th hit of the game for the black and gold. Here's Caleb Wolf. Also hitless today. Takes one in around the knees for a ball. As we go through the season and look at the Big Ten teams that we play, I'll be keeping track of a better 1-2 punch than Gable Mitchell and Caleb Wolf. Quieter days today, but here's a ground ball right side. That's through into right center field. Dave Pearson gives Mitchell the wave around third. Gable scores, RBI single for Caleb Wolf, and the lead is 5-0 now. Right on cue, talking about the 1-2 punch from the Hawkeyes, Mitchell and Wolf. And they go back-to-back with base hits. Wolf was a leadoff hitter for Iowa at times last season because of his relative inability to strike out. Just impossible to strike out. It's like his bat is 10 feet wide in the box. You pair him with Mitchell and really tough outs right off the rip. A lot of pressure applied at the top of the order. Here's Miles Risley. He's got a single today. Wolf the runner at first. Miles takes a strike. It's 1-1. 5-0 Hawks, top 7. 9 outs away from clinching the series and then looking for a sweep tomorrow. Still some work to do here tonight. Long pause on the mound. Here's the 1-1. Wolf takes off. The pitch is swung on and missed. Thrown into center field. Wolf will take third. And we'll see what the ruling is as Risley leaned over the plate. And Wolf is at third. There is some miscommunication here from the umpires. They're calling Wolf out at third because Risley swung and leaned forward into the path of the catcher. And so Caleb is out. Hit and run for the Hawks, and Risley couldn't draw contact. That's just a tricky play there. Miles leaned forward over the dish. We've seen that called several times over the years. Here comes the 1-2 now to Miles, and he swings and misses. Tough day for Risley in the box with a few strikeouts. And so some of the momentum fizzles out. And the bases are empty for Kellen Strohmeyer. Whitmer pitching for FAU. Strohmeyer leans forward to bunt, and then just for show, breaking ball outside. We're in the 7th. Iowa in control 5-0. 5 runs on 6 hits for the Hawks. Clean defense behind the pitching staff today. Strohmeyer takes a strike on the outer third, 1-1. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error for FAU. Logan Rundy and Jaron Bleeker have teamed up to do a great job against the Owls. 1-1, Strohmeyer skies to left. Peraza's there, and he makes the catch for the 3rd out. Iowa gets another run. It's 5-0, and it's time for the 7th inning stretch in Boca Raton. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Hawkeye Nation, here's something big. U.S. Cellular is now part of T-Mobile. That means Iowa fans are now on America's largest 5G network, bringing even more strength and coverage to every game day and every day. As the official wireless partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes, we're proud to power every call, every post, every celebration. U.S. Cellular and T-Mobile, better together.
We love it when the Hawkeyes do their thing, because if there's anyone who can appreciate building a legacy, it's John Deere. We've been growing our team since 1837, recruiting the best thinkers, doers, and makers to craft innovations that outpace the competition. Because whether it's cultivating the earth with a tractor or reshaping it with a 40-ton excavator, the machines we build are building America. Nothing runs like a Deere.
Bottom of the 7th inning at FAU Baseball Stadium. Iowa out in front of the Owls 5-0. Jaron Bleeker back to the mound to continue his outing for the black and gold. Quick turnaround for tomorrow. First pitch at 10 o'clock Central Time, 11 o'clock here in Florida. And so for the sake of how this game is rolling along, it's been moving rather quickly. I'd like to continue that trend. This has felt a lot like a Friday night game. Very good pitching on both sides in back-to-back games now. This has been a well-pitched series by both Iowa and Florida Atlantic. Iowa has picked up the clutch hits to this point. Bleeker starts Brando LaRue off with a strike. And then he pumps another one by him. LaRue down 0-2. Bleeker working efficiently, seems very unfazed. You see Jaron look the same at all times. Very steady. Very similar, honestly, to Logan Rundy. Just gets on the mound and does a job. Slider bounced in the dirt, 1-2. Which I think for the most part you want from your pitcher. 1-2 was fouled off of Delgado. I think there are times when you want some fire from maybe a reliever. You get the big strikeout in a jam. You want to show some emotion. That's absolutely fine. But what I see from Bleeker just gets up there and works. 2-2 is the count. This is ripped into left field for a base hit. That'll get to the wall. White picks it up. LaRue has the second hit of the day for Florida Atlantic. And it is a double to left. Bleeker left that off-speed pitch a little bit too much over the middle. No reason to panic. Iowa has a right-hander getting loose in the bullpen. Hard time seeing the number down there. All right, leadoff double for the Owls in the 7th. See if Bleeker can settle back in. That's second hit of the game. Peraza is up. Bleeker from the stretch takes a deep breath. Nobody out, runner at second. The 1-0 pitch hit on the ground right side. Wolf knocked it down at first. He'll take it to the bag himself to retire Peraza. LaRue moves to third on the other side of the field. That was well struck by Peraza. Wolf able to hang with it on one hop. Dropped down to a knee. Fielded it and then spun and sprinted to the bag. Time called, and here comes Coach Heller. And we know that Coach makes the change. So Iowa's got a new pitcher coming into the game. We're going to hold on here for a minute and listen to the ovation that Jaron Bleeker's about to get coming off the mound. A lot of Iowa fans here, and they appreciate the effort from Jaron. Bleeker's day is done. He is responsible for the runner at third. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. Iowa 5, FAU nothing. We'll introduce the new Hawkeye pitcher when we come back. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
The silly moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. They're what make life remarkable. And they're why Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for every moment. Committed to making healthcare better, more affordable, with more choices for care. And service and coverage that give you peace of mind no matter what comes your way. So you can show up for every tender moment, every brave moment, and every wouldn't miss it for the world moment, knowing that blue is here for you. Go to wellmark.com/every moment to find a plan right for you.
Country sensation Carly Pierce is coming to Riverside Casino and Golf Resort Saturday, March 7th. She lit a fire with her debut album, Every Little Thing, and hasn't slowed down since, with hits like What He Didn't Do and Heels Overhead, to duets like I Hope You're Happy Now. She's sure to burn up our event center stage. Grab your tickets now at riversidecasinoandresort.com or visit our gift shop.
Iowa goes to the bullpen in the 7th inning. Jaron Bleeker's day is done. A heck of an effort from Bleek. And Iowa will go with the redshirt freshman from Franklin, Wisconsin. This is the flamethrower, Kyle Olivo. Olivo making his second appearance for the Hawkeyes this season. And he was crucial against Air Force last Saturday, where he threw 3 innings, gave up 1 hit, 1 run. He struck out 4 Falcons in that game and did a nice job to help Iowa win that one and pick up its first win of the season. And so far, since then, Iowa's rattled off 3 more. Iowa winners of 4 in a row with a 4-1 record, looking for win number 5 as the freshman flamethrower is in the game. His warm-up pitches have been pretty hot, upper 90s from Kyle. That's what he throws with that fastball. And then he'll spin some stuff low 80s. And he comes in with a runner at third and 1 out. The runner at third, that's on Bleeker's line. Olivo, the right-hander, from the stretch, pitches. Swing and a miss, 82. With the off-speed to start Patrick Ward, who's reached safely twice today. Olivo's 0-1. Got him with the spinner again, 0-2. So back-to-back off-speed deliveries from Olivo at 82 miles an hour. You have any idea what's coming next? The 0-2 from Kyle. Just low. Very close. Didn't get Ward to chase. And the count's 1-2. 5-0 Iowa, bottom of the 7th. Olivo from the belt takes a deep breath. He kicks and fires the 1-2. Low again. Missed with a couple of fastballs. See if he goes back to the spin. Here's the 2-2. Ground ball, foul. Past the base runner at third. Redshirt freshman on the mound for Iowa, trying to close out the game. Olivo set with the 2-2. Here it comes. Just inside. Good looking pitch from Kyle. And after Ward swung and missed at the first 2 pitches, he hasn't been interested at the next 3 from Olivo. Full count now. The pitch. Here's a spinner hit off the end of the bat, foul over to the right. Kyle hasn't been able to locate the fastball yet. He's been better with the off speed. We'll see what he elects to go with. What's the call from pitching coach Obermueller? 3-2. Fouled back. Good battle between Ward and Olivo. Iowa's in control 5-0, but would like to keep it here. No reason to make it dicey. Runner at third and 1 out. Here's the full count pitch. Inside, ball 4. Went back to the slider and missed in. So it's a good start from Olivo, but could not put Ward away. And now first and third for Xavier Maranta. Maranta with a fly out and a ground out. See if Olivo can get back in the strike zone. First pitch from Kyle. Fastball just missed outside, getting squeezed a bit. Olivo needs to see one go through here. 1-0. Low and in, ball 2. Kyle, a fierce competitor. He's going to take a second off the backside of the mound and regroup. Two-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got Maranta to chase. Maybe that'll give Kyle some confidence to get it in the zone. Ground ball to a middle infielder would be nice. First and third for Florida Atlantic in the bottom of the 7th. Iowa leading 5-0. Here's the 2-1 pitch. There's a called strike. Outer third. Olivo ready to roll with the 2-2. And he brings it home. Swing and a miss. High heater. He struck him out. Challenged him up. And Olivo wins it. 2 down for John Martinez. Sometimes you just got to throw it. Still runners at the corners. And Martinez is up. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Olivo's first pitch to him. Swing and a miss. Hung the slider a bit. Had some frisbee movement to it. You go from mid to upper 90s to 80 flat. 0-1. Hit on the ground left side. Frost has it. He'll throw to second for the force out. And Iowa's defense buckles down and keeps Florida Atlantic off the board. We'll move on to the 8th. Iowa 5, Florida Atlantic nothing. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide, experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, or just needs someone to listen, 988 provides a direct connection to free, confidential, and compassionate support. When you call, text, or chat 988, you'll be quickly connected to trained crisis counselors who will listen to your concerns, provide support, and connect you to additional resources if needed. There is hope. You are not alone. For 24/7 support, call or text 988 or chat 988lifeline.org.
Cancer doesn't care. It doesn't care what you look like, how old you are, what you do, or where you live. We do. University of Iowa Healthcare is doing more to beat cancer than anyone in the state. From second opinions to life-saving treatments that happen here first. We lead the way in research, training, and care because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
Welcome back to the broadcast booth in Boca Raton, Florida. On to the 8th inning where Iowa leads Florida Atlantic 5-0. Iowa has Cooper Schulte, Joey Narrett, and Jackson Frost due up. The Owls are rolling with Whitmer in the 8th. They have not used very many bullpen arms at all today. Whitmer getting the longest run now. Righty on righty matchup to get us started in the 8th. First pitch to Schulte. Cooper shows the bunt, pulled it back, and it's a called strike at the knees. Not sure what else is in the FAU bullpen. Not sure they're interested in burning another arm with the score 5-0 in the 8th. Schulte walked and scored his last time up. Sends one to the right side foul. And it's 0-2. $10 a.m. first pitch tomorrow, Central Time. Be an early morning for these Hawkeyes. 0-2 to Schulte, that's shoulder high, 1-2. Supposed to be very warm tomorrow, upper 80s. Possibility of some rain, but that's coming later in the day. Ball and 2 strikes on Schulte, the pitch. Cooper grounds foul to third. Know that the messaging from Coach Heller and athletic trainer Jake Feldman, along with the rest of the staff, get hydrated, get right to bed tonight, boys. Got another game to go tomorrow. If Iowa can hold off FAU tonight, looking for a sweep tomorrow. Schulte takes upstairs, 2-2. Nick Terhar will get the nod on the mound. Nick started the midweek game against UW-Platteville on Tuesday. Looking forward to seeing him on the weekend. Very sharp in a couple of innings of work. 2-2 to Schulte. Swung on and missed. Good pitch from Whitmer. And Schulte down on strikes. One thing offensively for Iowa today, the Hawkeyes have struck out 11 times. So the strikeout numbers have been high down here in Florida. 12 times yesterday, 11 today. But yet very productive elsewhere. So it's kind of been a mixed bag. As Joey Narrett comes up. Narrett takes a ball outside. Narrett's been on all 3 times today. 2 doubles and a walk. Right-handed arm, left-handed stick. The pitch to Joey. That dropped low, 2-0. Earlier in the season, as in last weekend, we saw Joey swing at those breaking balls shin level. He's done a nice job laying off today. Two balls, no strikes. Bases are clear for Narrett. The pitch. Low again, ball 3. Another chance to see Iowa at home this upcoming week. Wartburg will come on down from Waverly. Three balls and no strikes. Pitch to Narrett. Joey had the green light on 3-0. Popped it up over the Iowa dugout. And foul. Game is scheduled for Tuesday. Hopefully the snow clears. I wouldn't know much about the snow. I've just heard some things. Gonna need to get the snow off the turf, I think. But scheduled for Tuesday against Wartburg. And then 3 big-time games in Frisco, playing Alabama, Houston, and Oregon State as the competition continues to ramp up as the Hawkeyes prepare for Big Ten play. 3-1 to Narrett, the pitch. Joe slaps into left field, and that is down for a base hit. Diving effort by Peraza, can't make the play. Narrett's got 3 doubles today. Just abusing the alleys. And it feels like every time we've looked up, Joe's been standing out there at second base. It all looks the same for Narrett. Gap power for Joe. We'll have time called. Looks like a pitching change for the Owls. Coach McCormick heading out to talk with his pitcher. Hasn't made a motion yet. Somebody's peeking out of the door down there. And yes, change coming for the Owls. We'll take a break and introduce the new FAU pitcher after this. Iowa 5-0 in the 8th. Narrett the runner at second. Jackson Frost will be the batter when we return. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
You asked for all the extreme internet performance at an all-in price, and we listened. Get 1 gig internet with a 2-year price lock and everything included. Unlimited data for non-stop streaming, powerful Wi-Fi for enhanced coverage, built-in online threat protection, and internet equipment. All for just $65 a month for 2 years. It's the extreme 1 gig internet deal you asked for. Call 844-4FASTER or visit extreme.com for details. Offer available to new customers only. Price doesn't include one-time charges, tax, and government fees.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 58 years. Oak Knoll is located near the University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We are a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
New pitcher into the game for FAU is Braden Gilson, right-handed junior submarine pitcher for the Owls from St. Augustine, Florida. And Gilson comes in, making his second appearance of the season. He threw an inning, gave up 3 hits, 2 runs. He's got a strikeout, ERA of 18 flat. And he'll face Jackson Frost first. Narrett just doubled to get Whitmer out of the game. This is the 4th pitcher into the game for FAU today. Murphy gave him a great start, 5 1/3, gave up 4 runs, 8 strikeouts, 2 walks. First pitch strike to Frost. Gilson crouches over, leaning towards third. Next pitch to Jackson is low, 1-1. Submarine sidearm, he drops down and, boy, just about grazes his knuckles on the mound as he goes to deliver the baseball. 1-1 to Frost. Ground ball up the middle. Shortstop LaRue charging hard, throws on the run. It's on target to retire Frost. Narrett moves to third behind LaRue. And so he is standing 90 feet closer to home, and here comes Matt Delgado. 5-0 top of the 8th. Delgado 0 for 2. He's reached on a walk and an error. Gilson spins the sidearm breaker low. They're at the runner at third with 2 outs. Here's a comebacker right to Gilson. He gloves it, underhand toss to first to retire this side on the 1-3 put out. Bottom of the 8th coming up, Iowa 5, Florida Atlantic 0. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
At Mid-American Energy, our 1.6 million customers depend on our energy 24/7. That's why we work 24/7 to deliver the safe, reliable energy you need. To keep our 99.9% reliability record, we're enhancing our technology, improving resiliency, and investing in critical infrastructure. We're generating power from all available resources to cover any increases in demand. And we're innovating to ensure you always have the energy you need. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
You asked for all the extreme internet performance at an all-in price, and we listen. Get 1 gig internet with a 2-year price lock and everything included. Unlimited data for non-stop streaming, powerful Wi-Fi for enhanced coverage, built-in online threat protection, and internet equipment. All for just $65 a month for 2 years. It's the extreme 1 gig internet deal you asked for. Call 844-4FASTER or visit extreme.com for details. Offer available to new customers only. Price doesn't include one-time charges, tax, and government fees.
Kyle Olivo returning to the mound for the Hawkeyes, the redshirt freshman from the state of Wisconsin. Coming in to seal this win for Iowa, it's 5-0 in the bottom of the 8th. As we look at the pitching statistics for Iowa so far today, Logan Rundy went 1 2/3, no hits, no runs, walked 1, struck out 2, left the game due to injury. Jaron Bleeker came in ice cold, got a few warm-up tosses, and Bleeker pitched a gem, did exactly what Coach Heller, Coach Obermueller, and the rest of the staff were hoping that he would do, and then some, I would say. Went 4 2/3, gave up just 2 hits, no runs, didn't walk anybody, which is huge, and he struck out 2 Owls, and now Kyle Olivo has come in the game, and he retired the last 2 hitters there in the 7th inning, and so he'll get some more run here in the 8th. Facing 9-1-2, Olivo will face Boylston first. Olivo out of the windup, deals a fastball at 96. Boylston was early on, he was ready for that. Bit too ready. The pitch was inside, so he was able to get his barrel turned around on it and fouled it off over to the left. It's 0-1 now. Boylston 0 for 2 this evening. Next pitch from Olivo. Slider down, 1-1. Counts 1-1. Pitch from Olivo. Dropped it in for a strike. He quick pitched Boylston, who looks at Olivo and nods his head like, all right, okay. I don't think Boylston appreciated that from Kyle. And now the count's 1-2. Olivo ready, slows down his cadence. The pitch, ground ball foul past first. We talked about Bleeker being pretty steady and mellow, very even-keeled and level. Kyle, a little bit of a different story. He's pretty fiery. Count remains 1-2. Olivo on the rubber, ready to go. Quick pitch again, and it dropped low, 2-2. Trying to speed Boylston up. Now Kyle slows it down. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Low and away, ball 3. Not getting him to go fishing for the pitch in the dirt. Here's the 3-2. Kyle's ready, and he brings it home. Called third strike. Punched him out at 97. There was some smoke coming behind that baseball. One away in the FAU 8th. Go to the top of the order for Patton. Stands in from the left side. Olivo starts him off with another fastball at 97. That's a strike. Kyle's cooking. Bases are clear. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. 98 that time from Kyle. Found an extra gear. Next pitch. That's fouled off. Last inning, Kyle was 94, 96 with the fastball. Now in the 8th, he's just getting warmed up. 97 and 98 from Olivo. He's ready. The next pitch. Slider in the dirt, blocked by Delgado. Cooled him off with 84. Counts 1-2. Kyle ready out of the windup. The right-hander fires. This is hit well to center. Risley coming forward. Miles has it with no problem. 2 down. Gramesty will come up. Looks like we'll have a pinch hitter, actually, for FAU. Marshall Lipsy. Lipsy, a preseason all-conference selection out of the American for FAU. But off to a slow start to the season. And, you know, as we were coming into this series, you knew that at some point he'd pick it up. Had a little bit of a rough game yesterday. Not in the starting lineup today. And he gets an at-bat in the 8th. Lipsy's going to be one of the great players for the Owls this season. He's trying to find his footing in the early going. 2 up, 2 down for Olivo in the 8th. The 0-1. That's in on the hands, called a strike. Firm fastball up and in. Haven't seen Kyle live up there very much tonight, but a good location. And now it's 0-2. Olivo's next pitch. Ground ball to Wolf at first, but scoots foul over to the right. Counts 0-2. Kyle ready. The pitch from Olivo. Foul tip and ricocheted off of Delgado. We'll do it again at 0-2. Here it comes. That's high and away. Sun setting down to the right, and temperatures have cooled off now. Change up from Kyle just outside. Here's the 2-2 from Olivo. Ground ball up the middle. Schulte played the shift. He was right over the second base bag, and he throws out Lipsy to retire the side. A 1-2-3 inning for Olivo and the Hawkeyes. We'll bring you the 9th after this. 5-0 Iowa. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Whether they roll the dough or pour the joe, bake the bread or greet instead, your team goes the extra mile, and they deserve healthy eyes and a healthy smile. For plans that cover businesses of all sizes, Delta Dental customizes. With employer costs as low as $0, you can offer benefits and be a hero. Affordable coverage is a click away. Visit deltadentalia.com today.
Hey everyone, David Kahn here. It's time to play ball. The 2026 season is upon us, and the best way to get in the game is by listening to College Sports Now's official baseball podcast, Dugouts, Dumbbells, and Dingers. Each week, we'll have exclusive interviews with players and coaches that take you inside the locker room as we unpack the top stories of teams all across the country. We're delivering our best fastball, so step into the batter's box and tee us up. Available wherever you podcast on the College Sports Now feed or on YouTube. Just search Dugouts, Dumbbells, and Dingers.
University of Iowa Healthcare is here for you, no matter where you are in the state. Changing medicine and changing lives for all of Iowa and beyond. Visit uihealthcare.org. Oak Knoll's mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through Life Care, a not-for-profit life plan community serving the Iowa City area for 59 years. Oak Knoll is conveniently located near the University of Iowa Healthcare campus, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, and downtown Iowa City. Proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Visit oakknoll.com to learn more. Pitching change for the Owls as we move on to the ninth with Iowa leading 5-0. This will be a right-handed senior, Cameron Horner. Horner's only thrown a third of an inning so far this year. So FAU going through a couple pitchers. I don't know whether or not these folks will be on the board tomorrow for them. They've thrown a few guys here that have only dealt a few pitches. Brett White to lead off Iowa's ninth, left-handed hitter. Stocky, muscular build, sends one on the ground, right side. Second baseman scoops it up in shallow right field, and he throws out White. On one pitch, one out for Horner. Flip it to the top of the order for Gable Mitchell now. Gable 1 for 4. Doubled his last time up. First pitch that he sees is up and in. Assuming it's a Levo that comes out in the ninth, he'll face 3, 4, and 5. Mitchell shoots one into right on the ground for a base hit. Gable's on for the second time tonight, carrying some momentum into tomorrow's game with hits in back-to-back plate appearances. That's Iowa's 8th hit of the game. Need a couple more hits in the ninth if they want to keep the streak going for double-digit hits in every game this season. Just a minor stat. 5-0 Iowa in the ninth. Here's Caleb Wolf. Wolf sends one up the middle. It bounces off the mound and gets into center field. Mitchell sprinting around second. He's headed for third. No throw from the center fielder yet, and so the Hawks have runners at the corners. Boy, isn't it funny how Mitchell and Wolf go back-to-back like that? What the first does, the other follows. Both Mitchell and Wolf had started 0 for 3 today. And then Gable got it going in the 7th with a double. Wolf followed with a base hit after that. And here in the 9th, same thing, back-to-back singles. First and third, one out for Miles Risley. Miles has had a strange day, 1 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. Takes downstairs for a ball to start this at bat. One-0 pitch. Riz takes up and away. Hitters count now for Miles. The 2-0 pitch. That's in the dirt. Good backhand stop by Collier behind the dish, who is in to catch the 9th. Sun setting, and it's cooled off nicely. 3-0 to Risley. That's at the knees for a strike, 3-1. We'll be back tomorrow, 10 o'clock first pitch. Central Time, that's a 10 o'clock Central Time start, 11 o'clock here in Florida. 3-1 to Risley, righty on righty matchup. Wolf takes off for second. Miles popped it straight up. This is coming back our way. Few rows deep, right in front of us. And a young fan decked out in FAU gear. He's got the sharp-looking white hat with the owl on it. He's got the navy blue FAU jersey. He's got the red shirt, the red shorts. "3-2, the pitch to Risley. Miles chopped foul over to the left. Wolf was going on the pitch again. Risley fouls off another pitch, this time to the right. "5-0 Iowa in the ninth. Another well-played game from the black and gold today. Coach Heller should be pleased. The 3-2 is hit on the ground to short. Wolf was moving on the pitch, and so he will get to second as Mitchell scores, and Risley is thrown out at first. No double play in that situation, only because Wolf was moving. 6-0 Iowa. The Hawks have scored in 3 of the last 4 innings. And here comes Kellen Strohmeyer with Wolf at second and 2 outs. Strohmeyer takes outside for ball 1. One out to Kellen. Lifted down the left field line. And that's out of play. Foul ball, evening the count 1-1. Iowa has some bodies in the bullpen, but nobody throwing. I'd be surprised if it's not Olivo to come close this out, as Strohmeyer drives one foul again over the left. Kellen's had a nice night. 1 for 3 with a walk, 2 runs scored. Iowa with 2 runs in the second, 2 in the 6th, 1 in the 7th, 1 here in the 9th. 1-2 pitch to Strohmeyer. Swing and a miss. High heater, and it got Kellen. Good pitch. 1 run for Iowa in the 9th. It is 6-0 Hawkeyes. Time for the bottom of the 9th inning coming up. Florida Atlantic's last chance. We're back after this. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide, experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, or just needs someone to listen, 988 provides a direct connection to free, confidential, and compassionate support. When you call, text, or chat 988, you'll be quickly connected to trained crisis counselors who will listen to your concerns, provide support, and connect you to additional resources if needed. There is hope. You are not alone. For 24/7 support, call or text 988 or chat 988lifeline.org.
Save time when you shop online with Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee makes it easy to order groceries online through our app or Hy-Vee.com. Pickup is always free. And if you have a Perks Plus membership, you get free delivery and free express pickup. Shop online with Hy-Vee and you can create and save grocery lists, shop the sales, and get fuel savers. Talk about convenient. Order groceries online today. Check out Hy-Vee.com or download the Hy-Vee app.
It is Kyle Olivo who comes out for the 9th inning to close the door on FAU. It's 6-0 Hawkeyes. Iowa 3 outs away from sealing the series and then playing for a sweep tomorrow morning. 7-2 yesterday, 6-0 so far, and hoping to hold the Owls in the ninth. Final warm-up pitch from Olivo, and Delgado sends it down. It'll be 3, 4, and 5 for the Owls. Romano to leave it off. 1 for 14 on the season. Olivo set. First pitch of the ninth is a strike on the outer third. Popped the mid at 96. Romano hit by a pitch in the fourth. Left-hander in the box. The 0-1 from Olivo is laced into left field for a base hit. Leadoff single for Romano, his second of the season. Came in at 96, went out at 86. Decent contact for Romano. And here's LaRue. Flip it over to the right side. Olivo's first pitch to LaRue is a slider low, ball 1. Wolf not paying a ton of attention to Romano at first. 1-0. LaRue is very late. Swings and misses, 1-1. Next pitch from Olivo inside, and LaRue bends back. Another one of the great Owl players. He doubled to lead off the seventh. 2-1 from Olivo. Up and in, he turned away from it, ball 3. Leadoff single for the Owls in the ninth. Trying to limit the traffic in this inning. Here's a line drive. It's off Frost's glove at third and into shallow left. The runner moving from second to third in the meantime as LaRue winds up with a single. And there'll be runners at the corners and nobody out for the Owls in the ninth. Frost dove to his left and it went off the tip of his glove. So some trouble for Olivo in the ninth. Back-to-back singles. First and third, nobody out. 6-0 is our score, bottom of the ninth. Peraza is up. Olivo's first pitch to him is driven to left and foul. Nick Terhar gets the start tomorrow morning. Freshman right-hander. He'll go for the black and gold. The series finale. 0-1 from Olivo. Hit well to left. White moves back, now moves forward. Brett makes the catch, quickly throws it in. The runner will tag from third, throw to the plate, not in time. And there goes the shutout on the sac fly. Good throw from Brett White in left. A feet-first slide from Romano just about cost him. We do not have replay, apparently. So it's 6-1 now. That's a bit of a bummer. Runner remains at first. He did not advance on that throw from White. And here's Ward with one away. First pitch from Olivo, inside for a ball. Kyle takes a deep breath. Olivo brings the 1-0 home, and it's in there for a strike, 1-1. Looking at Iowa's bullpen situation for tomorrow. Hackett and Husak went on Friday. Here's one that's fisted to the right side. Gable Mitchell was shifted. He tracks it down and throws to first in time to get Ward. Gable was near second base. That thing was a floating spinner into shallow right. Gable sprinted 110 miles an hour over there to get it, and he tracked it down and threw it right on target to Caleb Wolf for the second out. That's a huge hustle play there from none other than Gable Mitchell. You don't expect anything different from him, but still, you got to tip your cap and give kudos to a great play from Mitchell. 2 away and a runner at second now. Olivo deals high. I'd imagine Hackett's off the board. He went 3 innings yesterday. Be pretty tough to bring him back tomorrow. Bleeker definitely off the board after pitching 4 2/3 today, doing a great job. Olivo won't be able to go tomorrow, I don't think. I think you could probably roll Husak back out there if you had to, but there are several capable arms in Iowa's bullpen, so a lot of arms to work with tomorrow. As Maranta is in the box, a 1-1 count with 2 outs. And now FAU's down to its final strike after a foul ball. Olivo toes the rubber. He's got the sign from Delgado and Obermueller. And here is the 1-2. Outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Kyle's frustrated, misfired on the fastball. 6-1 in the 9th. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch from Olivo. Breaking ball slipped out of the hand. Ball 3. And now it's a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Kyle comes set. Olivo kicks and fires. Called 3rd strike. Backdoor breaking ball. And Olivo froze him. And that'll do it. Hawks win 6-1. Iowa wins the series in the minimum, picking up the first 2 games of this 3-game set with the Owls, winning yesterday 7-2 and today a 6-1 winner. Great pitching from the black and gold and timely hitting in key spots. Got it done. Clean baseball played by the Hawkeyes today. Very well done. And Iowa wins it 6-1. And the Hawkeyes will go for the sweep tomorrow against Florida Atlantic down here in Boca Raton. Our post-game coverage will begin right after this. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hawkeye Nation, here's something big. U.S. Cellular is now part of T-Mobile. That means Iowa fans are now on America's largest 5G network, bringing even more strength and coverage to every game day and every day. As the official wireless partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes, we're proud to power every call, every post, every celebration. U.S. Cellular and T-Mobile, better together.
Iowa takes care of Florida Atlantic tonight 6-1. The Hawkeyes winning the series through 2 games. That's always a great sign. Very well done by the Hawks tonight to take care of Florida Atlantic and win the series and look for the sweep tomorrow. Let's go over some of the statistics. We'll start with the pitchers. Logan Rundy got the start. He went an inning and 2/3, had no trouble. No hits, no runs, walked 1, struck out 2, but Logan was pulled due to an injury. Don't know the status of Logan. We'll probably figure that out down the road. But Jaron Bleeker, he's probably the story of the game tonight. He's our star. He came in cold out of the bullpen and he threw 4 2/3. He gets the win, giving up just 2 hits, no runs, no walks. He struck out 2, and he came in, did a great job facing 17 batters and picks up the win. Then Kyle Levo came in and slammed the door, throwing the final 2 2/3. Iowa offensively, we'll hear from Coach Sutherland just in a moment here to get his official and true thoughts. First guessing it, mostly good, some maybe not so good. Quite a few strikeouts for Iowa today, something that the Hawkeyes will want to clean up. 12 strikeouts this evening, but did collect 9 hits, multi-hit performances from Joey Narrett, who led the way, 3 for 3 today with a run scored and RBI, 3 doubles for Joe, couple hits each for Gable Mitchell and Caleb Wolf. We'll take a break as Coach Sutherland's making his way to the booth. We're back after this. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
You asked for all the extreme internet performance at an all-in price, and we listen. Get 1 gig internet with a 2-year price lock and everything included. Unlimited data for non-stop streaming, powerful Wi-Fi for enhanced coverage, built-in online threat protection, and internet equipment. All for just $65 a month for 2 years. It's the extreme 1 gig internet deal you asked for. Call 844-4FASTER or visit extreme.com for details. Offer available to new customers only. Price doesn't include one-time charges, tax, and government fees.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Iowa downs Florida Atlantic tonight 6-1 and takes the series. The Hawkeyes will be going for a sweep tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central Time. We're joined by Associate Head Coach Marty Sutherland now. Coach, congrats on the win and the series victory over the Owls tonight.
Yeah, just a really good job by the guys, and specifically on the mound. Anytime you lose a starter, that early, it's a big task for the bullpen. But we go 7+. Just give up 1 run. So just a tremendous job by Bleak coming into a difficult situation and Kyle slamming it. But that's a story. I mean, Jaron Bleeker's a story coming in that spot. Not easy. You basically got to throw a full amount of warm-ups. No, you don't have a rest, and you got to go basically compete. And I thought the one thing I said to the guys in there is, like, we had 2 outs. If he comes in, has to do all that, and then get 3 outs, that's a lot tougher. And now you're looking at almost 50, 60 pitches all in one sitting, but luckily we had the 2 already, and he just did a great job and limited the free bases. I think we only had 3 total the whole night, as a team. So, some of those things that were a little ugly last week, we've really, really refined and did a better job with.
Really impressed by how steady Bleeker is. I mean, Logan is very steady as well, and so then you rolled right into Bleeker, who steady Eddie, and then you go to Kyle, who's a little bit different, right? He's got a little fire to him. Really nice job by Olivo to come in and slam the door.
Yeah, and that's what you're kind of hoping. You feel like with Kyle on the back end there, you feel like the game's a little shorter just because of the stuff he has, and so he just continues to get better, and we just a little bit more efficiency. He threw 52 pitches in a little less than 3 innings. You'd hope that becomes a little more efficient. I thought he got ahead of them guys and just struggled to put them away. But that's going to get better the more he pitches because the stuff's so good. He'll figure that part out. But overall, just really good job out of those 2. And offensively, it was a little bit of a slog all night. It wasn't a great night, but we just figured out ways to score. We certainly got some help. I think the 1 inning we scored 2. We didn't have a hit. But Joey had a great night. He was on the barrel, but the rest of it was a little bit tough. Gable and Caleb had better at bats, as the night went on, so that was good. But we got to have better at bats in general. But over the course of a year, that those type of games happen, and you just try to figure out ways to win, which they did.
Felt like another Friday night game, Coach. Pretty well pitched, and like you mentioned, the offense maybe hit or miss tonight. But one thing to cap it, 5-1 to start. That's a pretty good start to the season, isn't it, Coach?
Well, especially how the first one started, and it was a bad game, in a lot of different ways, at things that we consider, really important in our program. So anytime, you don't do those things well that you value, those types of things are hard to swallow. But, we knew we have a really good group. We know we got guys who play hard. They play for each other. And if you're starting there, then things are pretty good. You're in pretty good shape. So, just a really good rebound after the first one. You've gone on the road here, and handled your business, and now you need to finish it off. This is how you have great seasons, is you come into Sundays with these chances to either win series or have chances to sweep, and you got to get your best effort. And I thought our energy was we were a little zapped today. It was hot, considering what we've dealt with to this point. It was pretty humid, so these types of things happen, and I expect we'll have a great effort tomorrow. And again, you found ways to win. Just certain things that we need to do better offensively, and we've been doing better offensively, or we've been good offensively, but we're still not firing here on everything that we want to be firing on. And too many bad at bats with runners in scoring position, and just too many things were given away. Credit to their kid. We just really struggled with the spin. It was frustrating in there. We just kept chasing, and credit to him. He just kept kind of being around the zone enough with it, where we didn't do a great job holding the zone, but we did better as the night went on, which was good to see, and hopefully that's a little bit of a precursor for tomorrow, that we're kind of back into that really tough at bat and holding the zone.
Any idea what they've got left tomorrow, Coach?
I know it's a freshman, and he was solid last week, so it's a freshman. You're not going to have a lot of information. They do have a left-hander in the pen. That's their best guy, so they haven't used him yet. So I expect we'll see him probably early, first guy out of the pen tomorrow, and so they still have some quality left, and so do we. So we're excited that we have a chance to go for the sweep tomorrow.
All right, Coach, thanks for your time. Let's go get him tomorrow.
Thanks, John.
Associate Head Coach Marty Sutherland, our post-game show from FAU Baseball Stadium, where Iowa wins it tonight 6-1, and the Hawkeyes will go for a sweep tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock, first pitch on the Hawkeye Radio Network. We'll be live at 9:40 Central Time. Thanks for tuning in to Iowa Hawkeye Baseball tonight. That'll do it for our coverage. I'm the voice of Iowa Baseball, John Leo, saying so long from Boca Raton, Florida. So long, everybody.
Iowa Hawkeye Baseball has been brought to you by Iowa Corn. You might think Iowa just grows corn, but the truth is corn grows Iowa. Brought to you by Iowa's corn farmers of the Iowa Corn Growers Association and the Iowa Corn Promotion Board. Iowa Lottery. Be a VIP with the Iowa Lottery. Visit ialottery.com/VIP for details. Mid-American Energy. Mid-American Energy is proud to deliver affordable, reliable energy to you all season long. U.S. Cellular, the official wireless partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes. U.S. Cellular, built for us. Also brought to you by Wellmark, here for every member, every moment. Learn more at wellmark.com. U.S. Bank, proud to sponsor the Iowa Hawkeyes. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation on the Hawkeye Sports Network.